Hello and welcome to Once Upon a Tavern, the only Dungeons and Dragons stream that's filled with tryptophan.
Woo!
Yeah,
The fuck is that?
actually.
They
What?
injected it into my belly.
Oh, don't do that.
Hello, we're gonna get started in just a moment, but first a couple of quick announcements. First off, we do have the whole crew tonight. Bill will be here in just a moment. He can't manage his time properly. But he will be here soon, and in the meantime, we have just a couple of quick announcements. If you're watching this and you're like, oh hey, I want to keep watching this, well, good news, you could watch us at YouTube, bit.ly/OnceUponATavern, where all of our 90 episodes are up right now. You could also listen to us if you don't want to look at that mustache. Go over to listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts. Whose mustache am I talking about?
Not mine.
So check that out. Go over there and give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe, give us a review if you're on iTunes. You know, help us out as we move on. And we're guys, the last piece of our table is finally being shipped to us tomorrow.
Hey!
Yeah. So we're gonna get you back in person as soon as possible. I'm so excited to touch all of you again. And
I can't wait to cough in your faces.
So that's that.
We're gonna order so much Chinese food.
You can support us financially by subscribing to us here at Twitch, or if you hate Jeff Bezos and his bald fucking head, you can head over to patreon.com/OnceUponATavern and take a look at all the tiers we have. You can subscribe to there. We have all sorts of tiers. You can help us out. You can join us in Discord, play Halo or New World with us, whatever you want. I don't give a shit. So do that. Go support us. That's all I've got. Oh. That's upsetting. Looks like you just ate a lot of green
Wait,
jello.
watch. Oh.
You ever see that episode of Scrubs where they show how like germs are passed along?
Yeah.
And there's Todd walks in and he's got germs all over his mouth and all over his crotch. That's what you were just doing.
That's what I want to be.
Yes. Anyway. That's all I got. I'm excited. We're gonna play some D&D. I still have no idea what's going. I did very minimal preps, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and roast a turkey into tonight's episode of Once Upon a Tavern. Hello and welcome back. So, where we last left Los Caballeros, after dealing with an assault on their minds and deciding to get Hildegard and go, they forgot that there may be a training period for Kenneth in taking over his new role. Hildegard requiring 3 days to show him the ropes and introduce him to the people he'll be working with. you all decided to take some downtime. And by decided to take some downtime, I mean go on an adventure. Deciding that you weren't fully satisfied with your amount of exploration in Olgaroth, understandable, you didn't explore much, you all decided to take an impromptu journey down to the Underdark City, just below, oh yes, it's called Aldwin now, according to you guys. You decided to take a trip down there and do some investigating and see what you could find. And maybe also pick up Sinrig's staff, which is what you were on the way to do. Whatever. What you were on the way to do when you all encountered the sound of a tornado above you. As it passed over, it turned back around and slammed its hammer down into the ground above you, collapsing the ceiling and pinning Joe in the process underneath some rubble. You all looked up to see a massive stone-faced creature with a large hammer and a tornado for legs. As it looked down and shouted out in a language that sounded like an earthquake. You all look back up at it, and I must ask, Los Caballeros, what are you going to do?
Did anyone understand them?
They talk?
Yes. So it's looking at us then, yes?
It's not just looking at you, it is becoming increasingly aggressive, and it looks like it's starting to climb its way down to you.
I don't think we can fight this.
I was going to say in Primordial something. Be like, wait.
Primordial? It doesn't respond. It just continues to rip open some rock.
Is it within 110 feet of me?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, then I'm going to telepathically connect to it and convey the words. So for Mind Link, I don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand.
Uh-huh.
And the creature must be able to understand one language.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like it was communicating, so
yeah. What do you say?
Hopefully this works. And I step away, putting my hands out, and I flash the idea of no harm and friends.
Get somebody get this rock off.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me, please.
Persuasion is a pretty good 16-7, that's 23.
Nice.
What? But
Damn.
The tornado begins spinning as it lowers itself down near all of you. And it kind of lowers and hovers down to the ground. And you
why is it quiet? What happened?
see flash into your head as it tilts its head. You see not you get the sense, not friends. Less.
So I say to Aldous, I'm gonna try and talk to it telepathically. Just give me a second.
Okay.
And then I say, yes, we are. This is still telepathically the idea of yes, we are lesser. How can we serve you?
Butt face.
Cautiously and carefully, it looks at all of you who kind of like look like you're on your guard a bit, and says,
"Guys,
and
don't be menacing.
I'm under a rock. How can I be menacing?
Demonstrate less."
It says demonstrate. He's saying we are lesser creatures. I agreed with him. It seems very powerful. And now it says to demonstrate how less we are.
Oh, easy! And I immediately drop to the ground and just start groveling.
How about it, man?
Don't act like you haven't done this before.
Can I, like, point over at, like, looking at the Dow, like, pointing at Joe, like, can we help her?
what's it called? Prostration?
Are you just pointing at her? You're standing up and pointing at her?
Yes, yes.
You all hear just crashing, and you get the flash, Demetrius, of no.
It says no
This is
to
my home now.
helping Joe.
I am Patrick Starr. I live under a rock now.
Does it seem like it's still waiting?
It's waiting on it looks at Zook pleased. I think Varus said that he bowed. He's pleased.
Oh yeah, then
Alpha said he was bound to.
everyone, if we don't want to fight these things, we should try to negotiate with them. Just bow.
It's either prostrate or it's going to be fireball. So I'm going to prostrate.
Oh, yes. I will bow.
Okay.
April can't prostrate. She's a girl.
Does anyone not?
She doesn't have a prostrate.
All right, no one doesn't bow. And
I would,
it just kind of
but I don't think I could get any farther to the ground than I already.
it kind of blows over and lifts the rock up with ease and just kind of tosses it, and then looks at Joe and waits.
Oh, they moved the rock?
Yes, it picked it up off of you.
I'll just stay laying down then.
Okay. At this point, from behind it, you hear the sound of 2 more tornadoes coming through. Just
Nice.
and you see 2 more Dao approach. These massive stone-faced creatures, each with their own hammer, decorated in various ways, and they see them. You see one of them is carrying around its neck, just a ton of chains, and it looks at it. They look at each other and begin speaking, just these constant earthquakes and the sound of rocks crushing together as they kind of can begin to communicate. And then one of them looks and picks up the chains off its neck and tosses them all to you. Just they clatter onto the ground.
How many are there?
Enough for all of you.
You could have said 2 chains, man. Literally like alley-ooped you.
Well, no,
With
because
2
there are
chains
more than
free.
2.
Well,
With the chains only bring me.
I think they want us to put those on, right?
I am beginning to dislike this plan.
I am as well. Let me try something.
So I need something.
I will flash. How can we help you?
Put on the chains.
Can I do a quick arcana on the chains, see if there are any magics?
Sure.
Can anyone? Is this like customary for these creatures? Does anyone know
Hey, crit,
if
25.
this is a
They're
natural?
not magical, no.
Yeah. What do I know about the Dao?
You know
from
that
what I learned before.
the Dao are Jinn from the elemental plane of Earth, notorious supremacists that are that naturally whatever they don't eat they enslave.
We're gonna need to find a way out of this.
Any ideas?
Not at the moment.
So we either fight or play along.
I
Is
cast
this
fireball.
them saying they want us to, like, they're trying to take us as slaves? Because I'm not cool with that.
I believe that is their intent. Yes. So it is now or never. Take a vote if we have to. Fight or play along. Unless someone can think of a third.
Wait, listen. Mitch, just Father, tell them only one. We're only going to be servant to that one, the best one, and point at one for being the best.
That's a bold move, my friend.
They're non-supremacists.
I will flash. We will serve the strongest of you.
And then I go under that rock Joe was on.
Yeah, that rock is looking like a way safer place right now.
I want to see what happens.
In this case, I'm going to say, trying to decide if that's persuasion or deception, because you're trying to sow strife with them. So I'm going to say deception. Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Can I get muted by you?
I don't know.
The modifier is exactly the same, and I rolled exactly the same 23.
What the fuck? Yeah, boy.
I do the bleh thing, but I'll actually vomit today.
You're only communicating with the one, and it looks at you like with a weird look. And isn't totally sure what to make of that, as it kind of like looks at you and looks back at the other two, and looks back at you. You get the sense that questions are forming in its mind, though it does not want to ask you questions. To ask you questions would mean that you have answers, which would mean that you are not at the lesser status that you are currently standing at. And it is
I will
it
then
is very
flash,
confused as to how to proceed on this one.
and I will flash. Shall I tell your friends?
Yes.
It says, as you reveal that its friends are not hearing this, it goes ahead and says, no, you all serve me now. Put on the chains.
I'm only talking with one of them. Should I inform the others to create strife?
Yes. Why have you not been?
Oh, all right.
It shouts back in its language and telepathically in your head that you're taking too long. Hurry up.
Slowly start to
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Start stalling and putting on.
slowly put on the chains, and I will.
Picking them up and dropping them. Oh, shoot.
I will see.
Oh,
Such a lesser being.
I can't do anything. I'm so weak.
I will say to the other two, we are now slaves of the strongest of you, and I point to the one I was talking to.
Yes.
Amazing.
Starts with a small rock slide of confused whispering that goes on between the two, and the other one turns back and exclaims loudly that he did not say. Well, you don't know what they're saying at this point. A crash comes from the one that you first encountered, and the two behind it begin to kind of raise their voices a bit as they are arguing.
Is that obvious, or should I make?
Yes, an argument begins to ensue at this point as they are now looking at each other and discussing aggressively. Though everything in their language sounds aggressive at this point.
What's the
Oh,
situation
is it
on the
German?
exit?
It's German.
The exit, the way you came is not blocked, but the way you were going toward where the original place is, where Sinrig's spear was, is blocked. That's where the three are currently.
I whisper to.
There's also holes in the ceiling up above.
I whisper to whoever's closest. Do we take this opportunity to run?
Nope. Listen, right now they're arguing with each other. The last thing they need is a united front in their slaves running away. Just keep fucking with the chains. How does one chain?
If we stay here, then we'll eventually figure it out.
I'm going to roll a couple dice here to see how this resolves. I know the motivation of one of them. And I know the motivation of the other two.
I have a bad idea.
Okay.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
That's our plan B.
Okay, well, it needs to happen before they solve their argument.
You well, go ahead with your idea as they're arguing.
Well, I can't just do it.
No,
I
I'm
ca-
saying you can say something. You have a moment of arguing, but I know how this is gonna resolve.
Okay, if one of them refuses to throw the first punch, I can make a fist made of rock and make one of them think the other one threw the first punch.
Do it.
I cast, what's it actually called? The spell with the rock and the
Earthen
fist.
Grasp only grabs, I believe. I don't believe it punches.
It's more for, but it is not about the damage. It's more about the hand made of rock.
It's also worth pointing out that the three are looking at each other right now. They're kind of in a triangular formation. One at the top, nearest to all of you, and the other two are looking at it toward you guys.
Okay, then if one of them like does anything where like he pushes and they like break out, they're not able to see each other, or one goes to walk away, especially like they look like, you know, they said the last word and walk away, that's when I'll cast it.
Okay, well, unfortunately, you watch as this one who puts its hammer down, and the one that first encountered all of you puts its hammer down in the conversation, and it comes up and it places one hand on each of their shoulders, and the arguing has kind of toned down, the whispering has toned down, and you get the sense of I'd say you have to roll an insight check, honestly. If you wanted to get a sense of what was going on between them right now. If you wanted to.
That's caca-poo-poo.
Because we're not really used to conflict resolution, so
Yeah, this is
Got a 19.
this is not great.
A 19?
Oh my god!
Something?
I think Mitch got another 23.
Demetrius would get higher?
25.
25. And Joe got a 19, I heard. Anyone higher than that or around that? All right, so Joe and Demetrius, excuse me, you two are looking at them, and you're getting the sense of a unity through some kind of greater suffering. These three, the way they talk to each other seem to have been through quite a lot, and this one seems to kind of be the rock, no pun intended. And so it has its hands on their shoulders, and they kind of bow their heads and nod. And it turns back around at this point to look at all of you.
I don't think we can divide them, Aldous.
Yeah, they have some sort of shared suffering that unites them.
I guess it's time. Varus.
At this point, none of your chains are on, I'm guessing.
Nope.
And it's
I just
not
keep
too happy
chopping them
about
and
that.
picking them up.
As it picks up the hammer and slams it down on the ground. And just shouts out, "Woomba!" As you hear in your head, Demetrius, last chance.
This is our last chance, guys.
Not a problem. Put the chains on.
I'll do whatever you guys all do. I'm just along for the ride.
We can break. What kind of change are these? Like, what are they made out of?
They're not
Roll
magical.
an investigation check.
Oh, there might be some crazy metal.
I critted on it.
Snuck away. That's all I'm
Nice.
saying.
Zook,
Wait, that makes it a huge number. That makes it a 29.
nice.
Jesus.
Zook, you look at them. You're looking them over as you very quickly
I
clamp
find
them
the
on.
manufacturing imprint.
You clamp them on your arms, clamp them on your legs, look at them over, and you realize they're adamantine chains.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, oh, Smith & Wesson Lot 306. Wow, this was a good year. I'm never getting out of this. I can tell. No, it's fine. I'll just I'll pick, guys. I can just pick the lock. Like it's not nothing but a thing.
Is there
Say anything to them about like something about what if they have like some sort of suffering? Maybe we should ask about that.
I'm gonna start.
I'm gonna think that they're not gonna take kindness.
You're getting
to
the
us.
sense that at this point, you could definitely be asking questions in the future, but at this point, it is put the chains on or fight because they have lost their patience.
Okay, again, whatever you guys want to do, I'll do whatever anybody.
I say fight.
I'm
Fights to
really. I know I'm always the guy saying I'd rather not fight.
I think
but fuck, I mean it this time.
I think we need to play this out a little bit. I don't know if we want to fight right here. They have
And
a
yeah,
huge
if we're gonna
advantage.
Fight, if we're gonna fight, at least not straight up. Like we can't not here.
Well, once these chains go on, I will be useless in a fight. So
I will take them off you.
Does it seem like there's any way to kind of not fully latch it?
There's
Like
a
in-
lot of
is there a-
conversing here as he picks his hammer up
Well,
and he
I-
starts
okay.
moving toward all of you. At this point, getting very, very close to Demetrius.
I try
Guys,
to fake turn the
With
chain.
my
Can I roll
investigation
sleight of
check. With my investigation check, can I see a way to kind of flub the locking mechanism before I put them on?
Roll an investigation check.
Another one?
Yeah. You looked at the make, not the locks.
Ooh, 27.
Looking at it, maybe if you for those of you who are wearing shirts or things like that, if you take the sleeve and kind of pinch it in the locking mechanism, it wouldn't lock. Though it's gonna require a sleight of hand if you want to try and do that.
Ooh,
I'm gonna try that. Yeah.
I'll try that too.
could it be?
Oh,
Nice.
good roll.
You can tell
Demetrius,
before
you and
anyone
me-
tries it. I would like to point out, everyone here can see its patience is now out. So if it catches one of you, that may be that.
I rolled really well, so
I'm ready for.
I have very
Samesies.
good sleight of hand.
All right, I'm rolling perception.
I don't.
Father,
do
you and
it.
me have advantage on Dex still.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. Sleight of hand. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, that's just I wanted you to know.
All right,
probably
so
still cast
I'm gonna
spells,
go around the table. Grimald, did you put them on, or did you try to mess with it?
Is everyone else putting them on? Can I see
Some people are trying to mess with it, so I need to know what you're doing.
I'm trying to fake put them on.
I'm fake putting it on, but I can't do anything if my hands are tied. I literally can't do anything.
I mean, if I don't know if everybody else is going with it and I'd be the only one fighting, I'm going to fake putting it on because
Okay.
Grimald's not down.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check.
Hey, don't fuck it up.
Okay, that's a 19.
Okay.
Good job.
Zane, are you putting them on or faking it?
18. Faking it.
And what was it?
19.
19. All right, Demetrius, putting it on or faking it?
Putting it on.
All right, Varus, putting it on or faking it?
I can absolutely cast while these things are on my wrists. I'm fine.
All right, Senrig, putting them on or faking it?
Faking it.
All right, go ahead and roll your sleight of hand.
It was a dirty 20.
Okay, Zook, you put them on. Aldous and Joe. Or Joe, we'll start with you. Putting them on or faking it?
Faking it with a 24.
All right, and Aldous?
I'm faking it with a 13. So
They're big and dumb.
Man, we were doing so good. Fuck, made it all the way to the last guy. I'm super glad I got these bitches on if we get in a fight.
Okay.
are somatic components disadvantage, right?
Somatic components what?
Can I do somatic components with manacles on?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oops.
As long as you're not restrained, but
Yeah,
these
as long-
are you can move your hands. They just you can't run basically, and you're gonna have disadvantage on fighting, things like that. It's gonna restrain you virtually.
Well, next time I won't try to fake it.
Basically, restraining with half movement is basically what you guys have right now. Okay, so as it looks you over and as you all put them on, you watch as it just kind of shouts out as the two kind of come around it and get behind you all. And the other one flashes to you, Demetrius. Follow.
Nice. Passed it.
And it turns around and begins leading you all toward the way you were going.
Oh,
Follow.
did they have something for Senna, or is she able to just walk right now, or what's?
Yeah, it's gonna walk up and grab the cat by the scruff.
Okay.
So with that, you all begin to march.
Senna's just
You all begin to march toward the way you were going. And soon enough, as you kind of exit the ruins of the building, you see a small little clearing area. And this is, in fact, the same clearing area that you had once fought an Etten in some time ago. You see the building, which was crafted into a shelter once by Sinrig, Zane, and Grimald, has now been co-opted and taken over by these Dao as they are leading you back to this spot. There's no fire here, but you do spot a couple of Nothics, creatures that you've encountered before down here, one-eyed creatures that are obsessed with magical items,
Oh yeah.
They're currently impaled on pikes, and just kind of like there's a couple of them just kind of set up to be eaten later. They walk you over and set you down and talk amongst themselves for a moment before another one comes back and begins with a piece of flint and steel, setting up a little fire for all of you, and striking it and catching fire and giving you all a fire. And Demetrius, you're instructed to for all of you to sit down.
They're nice.
Whoa. Stockholm syndrome, hun. That didn't
He wants us to sit down.
Already sitting.
And I will flash a thank you.
It doesn't respond to the thank you. As you all take a seat there. The other ones walk inside and place their hammers down. Always kind of keeping an eye on you. You're not ever... You get as you're kind of watching them, you're never in the clear. There's always one keeping an eye on you all at this point.
Can I try to... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. What do you want to do?
No, you're still setting the scene, man.
Nope.
Finish up. Oh, okay.
It's all good.
I just want to know if I could think about what I know about.
I was just gonna say, like, hey, does anybody know anything about these creatures?
Well, Sinrig does. Sinrig can go ahead and chat about them.
Yeah, they're
But let me pull it up. I'll give you some details because I had him roll post session because I was like, oh shit, he could have encountered them, and he rolled quite high. So Dao are known as greedy and malicious genies. Like I said, from the elemental plane of Earth. Very proud of the elemental plane of Earth. You all are familiar with Marids in the plane of water, which are also genies. Dao are a lot like them. They are very proud, very supremacist. They normally adorn themselves with all sorts of jewelry crafted from precious gems and rare metals. They seek to be the envy of all in there. They want to be the best. Everyone wants to be the best. They insist that they're lords of the earth. They never assist a mortal unless it has something to gain, preferably treasure. And they're proud of being slavers. They believe that it's a very noble occupation to be a slaver, and to get kind of the best slaves is kind of what they're all about.
I was like, what the fuck did I just walk in on?
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
If you weren't late.
Yeah, sorry.
Dozer, you are currently in chains. Would you have liked to fake putting on your chains as some of your other parties have, or would you rather to do so would require a sleight of hand? You know what? I'm actually gonna say you're in your chains because I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Because there would have been a reaction if you got caught. So.
Yeah.
I think if I had a thought, if perhaps we can try. I know, I always have very good thoughts. Perhaps we need to try to find out what the struggle is. I'm thinking another element showing up here, creatures on a different plane, rather. Maybe they are searching for something with the Red King as well. Perhaps they have found a portal into the elemental plane of Earth or whatever. So maybe there can be some common ground to try to convince them that we can help or something.
Sounds good to me, but
Like, wow, how big of a coincidence would that be that they are looking for the same thing that like we're doing? That would be great.
I'm going to like draw
Oh, sorry.
a picture of like the Red King symbol in the dirt and be like, yo, ask them if they recognize these.
All right, what are they?
They've sat
doing?
down underneath their shelter at this point and are talking quietly amongst themselves. The sound of magma flowing between them.
There wouldn't be any. Could I? If is there any way we could get a little bit of cover and I can enhance ability on Father Demetrius for charisma checks or for persuading the enemy?
I don't know. There's not much cover here. There's the fire.
Are you? What is it? Are you just gonna touch me? What's going on here?
It's a verbal somatic. Well, and I can use my focus spell.
I mean, they don't. I mean, are you worried about them hearing you talk? Because we're talking right now, and they don't.
I just
understand
don't
our
want them to
language.
know I'm casting a spell. I don't want them to think we are going offensive. Yes. That's all.
Understood. I just don't know how to.
Good idea. Let's try to. Let me try talking to them. Let me see if they will be communicative or not.
Well, that's what he's saying. He wants to cast the spell first, but I don't know a way to distract them. That's not going to kill us.
Just go pee in the corner.
Hey man, I actually gotta pee. If you can get your hands on that map.
Just try and communicate with them. I think it's fine.
I have faith in you.
I will say to the one we are slaves to, what can we call you?
It looks up like in shock again as you do that because it was in mid-conversation with the others. And looks up and they kind of like look at it and it speaks to them. They all look over at you. And it gets up, flies over to you as it kind of just stands near you, Demetrius. Ooh. It smacks you upside the head with a 12, which does not hurt you. But it's enough to just kind of get its attention across. And you hear "speak when spoken to," and then it flies back.
I speak when spoken to, but what is your friend's name?
Hello, my name's Speak When Spoken To.
All right. I'm not sure if talking to them will work just yet.
Did that hurt you at all?
No, not at all. He hits
So
like a
why
bitch.
Why don't we just bunk these bitches right now?
Well, now there's a lot more of them.
There's only 3. They're right next to each other.
No, isn't it more than that?
There's
Or is
just
it
the 3 of them.
There are just 3 of them. They are talking.
Hey, I misunderstood the description when we got to this area.
You're okay. They're just. I'm not telling you. It's okay. I'm not.
How
I'm
many of us are actually chained?
All of us, duh. We're not stupid.
I think me and Zook actually put them on, and Dozer actually put them on, right?
By the way, just to clear that
embarrassed.
up, there is a cage that they're placing the animals in. By the way.
The animals?
Yes.
What animals?
Cinna, your ravens.
Oh.
Duker. And of course Hedwidge. They just kind of like one of them was one by one kind of coming over and putting them all in.
No one thinks it's a good idea just to.
I do not like the idea of being a slave to these things. So
I don't either. I'd be
and I
fine
don't think
fighting.
we're going to learn anything from them. You know, they're not someone who's going to show us something. They don't want to talk. So it's useless.
But I understand this is a temporary thing. We're not trying to be their slave forever, but we need the opportune moment.
And a plan would be
agree,
nice. We can't meat pants our way out of this.
We certainly can't do a plan. That never fucking happens. But I'm thinking an opportune moment is like the very bottom of the barrel we could hope for.
Is there anything of interest in the area?
You've been here before. I'd say roll a perception check with advantage.
Great.
Do you mean of interest basically surrounding them or just in general?
I mean, just in this, like, is there anything that maybe, I really, anything, if there's any, it looks like they have anything of interest that we might be able to take, if there's something that looks different or new, anything to make a plan. I didn't roll very high, though. I got a 13.
A 13?
Yeah.
Looking around. No, you know, they live fairly modestly. You don't see a lot around here. They all three have like a makeshift what appears to be bed made of stones for each of them. And that's about it. You could tell the fire. When it set up the fire, they don't have fires for themselves. They are made of stone. So, though that would be pretty much it.
Can I try check? Can I see her looking around and kind of?
What are you looking for?
The same, just is like a escape ways out, ways that we could sneak through. What their situation does it look like any more of these guys live here? You know what I mean, like.
Roll perception check.
29.
Looking around, no, doesn't look like anyone else lives here. Looks like they all kind of have their own space as much as they can, but they aren't living well either. That much is fairly clear. It looks to be that they're actually kind of living in squalor right now.
What about how long have they been here?
That you would never be able to tell with that.
I could.
This is lived in. That's as much as you
Sure.
can figure out.
I do think we should wait this out a little bit longer. They don't look like they're doing well here, so they can't be in a great condition. We can easily catch them off guard when we have the right opportunity. But why are they here? We could try to figure that out.
True, but I will also point out that a few moments ago, none of us were in chains. So our position has not improved since the beginning.
But we still have the upper hand advantage. If a fight breaks out, most of us aren't chained. We can get the others out when we need to.
Yes, but you told us not to fight these things when we were unchained. Now we're going to fight them chained.
No, I'm just saying let's wait this out and see what more can be gained from them.
I don't think anything. They don't want to talk to us. They don't want anything to do.
Is there a way that we can listen?
We only just got with them, you know. Once maybe they're more comfortable around us, if they think that we're playing along.
I will also point out I do still have a couple of smoke grenades and could create fog clouds outside of that.
Couldn't it see us in through the pass without a trace anyways? Wouldn't it be able to do that again?
It saw magic. Oh, well, I guess we don't know that, but we know it saw the magic of. It was drawn to the magic of the pass without trace.
We all have magic items.
Yes, shit.
Yeah. I guess my only thing would be if somebody has I don't know if anybody has a spell that would allow us to listen to what they're saying. Maybe we can get some idea of why they're here, but I don't know.
Not readied or prepared for the day.
Did Cynric tell us about everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any jewels or anything we could use to create a farce? Tell them of greater gain that we could show them.
I kind of just sold all of mine.
I mean, I still have a bunch of rocks, yeah.
God damn it.
Actually, I still have the rocks that we found from this house. I have the Ettin's gems that we found before.
I have a cloak of many fashions. I should
listen. I think we just keep biding our time. An opportunity will present itself, and if it really comes down to it, and we need to create an opportunity, I can engage Z-Rex. But until then, I think we wait.
Okay.
I suppose my thing is, what is up more opportune than all of them over there with their backs turned to us?
Them sleeping, or them splitting up and leaving one alone, them underestimating us because we hadn't acted up yet, and so they kind of let their guard down.
It sounds like it might take days.
I can perhaps move some spells around. One might be advantageous. Now that I know their situation, I am all for waiting just a little bit. At least until tomorrow.
That is fine. Don't come crying to me for chain burn. Because my hand's made of water, so I don't get it, you know?
Yours just gets rusty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you were really concerned about putting the chains on for someone who could just.
All right.
There's no mechanical advantage to my water hand.
Mechanically.
So.
Well, yeah, no, it would rust mechanical things.
So
yeah.
you all decide to wait, and after about 20 minutes or so of them kind of talking amongst themselves, your master, I suppose, all comes over to, or it comes over to you all, and comes over to Demetrius specifically. Look, it's facing all of you, but looking at Demetrius. Demetrius, are you still psychically connected?
I mean, probably. If he comes over, I will use an action. Right. Yeah, I don't think there's a limit to it.
Okay.
It just lasts for 1 hour, and I think I can do it whenever. So yeah.
So it looks at you as it connects, and it's just you cast spells.
Is he asking or telling?
Bit of both.
Oh boy. He's asking me if I cast spells.
Listen, if you want to pass the buck, I'm wearing a big fucking hat. They're gonna guess I cast spells.
I will respond in the affirmative.
Okay. They look. It looks back and nods, and then says, "You shift planes."
It's asking if I can shift planes.
Can you?
We have that scroll.
No, we cannot. But none of us can use it.
But maybe they could use it.
Why can none of you? First off, I don't know if you guys are just lying, but you guys can use the scroll. Just so you know, there's a chance for failure, but you can try to use it.
Oh.
You can cast. You can use scrolls to cast spells at higher levels.
Well, you cannot, Father. So tell him no.
I respond no.
Can any of them?
I still can't.
So what's the deal with the scroll? It's of a higher level or too high of a level to use or to like copy.
It's too high to copy. The scroll itself. When you try to cast a spell that is a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Ooh.
On a failed check, the spell disappears from the scroll.
Ah!
So it's possible.
Is it what level spell is it?
It's a 7th level spell.
But we need a tuning fork from whatever plane we want to go to. That's the only thing. So we can't use it right now.
Ask them if they have a fork. Because this is a moot point if they don't.
Do I know what one looks like, or have I heard of one, or I need to convey something to him since we don't share a language.
A tuning fork. You know, I get what you're saying. It would understand.
Okay.
Something tuned to that plane is what it's asking.
Yeah.
What you're asking.
Oh wait.
I will.
Wait. Why don't we just tell him yes and you could banish him?
You can say yes. That's fine.
I will say. Yes. However, you will need a tuning fork if you are trying to get home. I will emphasize the home.
It nods and says, "We have one. We are going with you. You come with us."
They have a fork. But you're saying we cannot all go.
Right? It's only 9 people.
They don't have to know that.
I will say to them.
Oh yeah, if they don't know, just tell them we cannot. I can only send them back because I can banish them home. but I cannot take us with him.
I will say it cannot take all of us. We had the same problem trying to escape the water plane.
Saibow's raised at that.
Nice, good job.
Did you say?
Then we'll take the strongest, and you will fight.
I show him the image from the dungeon of the palace where the Kraken's tentacle came and tried to get us. Is this what you fight?
No, shakes its head.
What about the red
And
king?
you, as it shakes its head, you see a flash, a massive planetoid eye eclipsing the sun of the elemental plane of Earth, looking down on everything.
Krakoa.
Oh,
hey, look, ally.
So can I insight that that Krakoa took the elemental plane, and they are looking for things to fight it?
Sure, if you need to roll for that.
Okay. Well, I guess is it obvious? Are we drawing the conclusions? Yes. Okay.
It says it is fighting something that looks a lot like that. Yes.
So it's not specifically that yet. So we might not know. It might be something else.
Add it to the list for right now.
Weird, different kind of eye shape.
Other eye, BB.
Second eye, question mark?
Everything has two eyes.
I look over to the fucking things impaled on spikes, like. No, I actually don't. I will act surprised and say allies, and show him flashes of us losing our powers to, or me being challenged by Rasta. I'll show that outside of Dar Ariel. I will show my visions of Krakoa and sort of the piecing together, bless you, sort of piecing together the idea that he is not who he seemed, and then I will show him images of when I died and visited the Raven Queen.
Okay. It's looking at all. It sees all of this and sees you. Just. And then it flies back to the people and begins speaking with them for just a few moments.
We may be on the same side as them. And I sort of relay what just happened to them.
Hi.
So we could still send them home with banishment, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So we could help them, and we could also get more information or create allies.
Yes.
I believe it is their intention to take us with them to fight.
But if they know we are fighting the same enemy here, they may be okay, since only, like, they don't necessarily understand how many can go.
I see.
It comes back and says, you get the sense, one shifted plane. You can shift planes once,
Yes.
Demetrius.
Yes.
Or I can put them all back.
Not myself, but yes.
No more?
No, one time only.
Okay. You pick 7 strongest, and we go. Rest free.
Let's go. Let's go fucking fight Krakoa. I'm down.
Honestly, this sounds great.
Entering the mass relay. About to click yes, bitch.
You know what? Screw them. Let's leave them behind and just go fight.
We know where he is now. Now we got his number.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. You go 10 strongest and grab all of us.
Is it?
And
Is
leave
it? Wait.
them.
Is it 8 or is it 8 or 9? 9 or 10?
It's 8 plus 1. It's 9.
8 plus 1, so 9. So yeah. So it'd have to be 7 strongest.
All right. So outside of character, can you just send them
Without them knowing.
without them knowing? Yeah. Like if you're casting a spell and we're all standing in the circle,
You absolutely can cast plane shift on someone, on an unwilling creature. One of them.
He's
One
not
of them.
saying unwilling.
One of
he's
them.
saying with
The
a-
reason I say this is because one of them is willing. The other, you get the sense that only it said pick 7 strongest. It means that it's going with you, and the other 2 are staying here. So the other 2 are not going to be willing. However, you can also cast on an unwilling creature. There's just a save.
yeah. Now, side note, could you banish the one who's willing to go, and then we just have 2 to fight them?
Yes.
Because that seems like the most opportune time to start a fight is when we get rid of one of them.
I told you this would happen. Didn't I tell you this would happen?
Yeah.
Why are we wanting to fight them? They have the same enemy as us. And they're very strong creatures that we could have as allies.
Yeah.
We
I
literally
also
have
want
the
to take some of
same
us back
enemy.
to their plane to fight, and also fight as
Have
their
we-
slaves because they're proud slavers.
Have we tried to maybe convince them that we're going to be fighting him here and that they should help us?
And then they can take more of the material plane to go fight for the Earth King. You know, I mean, we can just convince them of that.
Tell
for
them
now.
that. Tell them we're planning a staging ground. I think the fight is actually on the water plane. We're planning the staging ground.
But here as well, yeah, and
And we have already gathered allies so that they can join our list.
we would be honored to have them at the top of our list of allies. Huh? So,
Yeah. So just tell them we already have a plan to fight them. But it is not, just right away. We just can't go right now.
This is
If they're willing to help us with that, yes. If not, then we do plan B.
We can't go right now because we want to make sure that we beat it.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of have an idea.
All right. What do you say, Demetrius?
He's still here. Sorry, I
Yep.
thought he went back.
No, he said
I will.
the last thing he said to you was pick 7 strongest and we go, and then you all started conversing and it's just standing there
Okay.
waiting. It assumed you were talking about who the 7 strongest are.
Right. So I will say. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can. Well, no, I'll just do it telepathically. So I once again say, allies. I show the Eye of Krakoa over the Red King and the Redland sovereignty. I show a wave of red sweeping over Empire's Crossing, and then I go further north, showing New Praxia, and once again home when I show New Praxia, our home. And I show us again fighting here. And then I will show a final battle between us and the Red King. Redland in ashes, and then sort of like a Star Wars ending where it cuts to like the water plane and everyone's celebrating, and then it cuts to the earth plane and everyone's celebrating.
You're gonna roll a persuasion check, and I'm not gonna lie to you. There's nothing you can say that would make it less hard at this point.
I don't know. If Grieger starts singing Yub Nub, would it help?
You're gonna need a 19 at this point, I'd say. Like
Is
you're
this
gonna have to roll a 19.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I quickly...
You can't guide yourself. You've already said it all.
Okay. All right then. Okay, it's an Oh, you can't see that. It's not long enough. But I rolled an 18, which is well, I don't know what the DC is, so it's a 25 persuasion.
No, because I knew what your modifier was and I set it accordingly. It is such a hard thing to convince these wildly. They are evil. I'm not gonna lie to you. These are evil creatures, and you're trying to convince them to care about a plane that's not their own. With that being said, you aren't gonna make it aggressive by asking this. It's just gonna. No, you get the immediate sense of don't care about this plane. Just doesn't give a shit. It is.
You and the material plane form a symbiote circle. What happens to one of you must affect the other. You must understand this.
Which is wildly true for anyone who understands the multiverse and the inner planes. But it doesn't care. And so as it looks at you, and it's just... It looks at you, and you get the idea of you see many different creatures from many different planes, all with armor signifying what appears to be different Dao houses, all kind of fighting for those houses.
Are they fighting against each other?
No, fighting what appear to be quarry. You see that it... You go back even further, you see the oncoming of a small Redland Sovereignty force. Very, very small. They did not come in strength, but they came in knowledge and gifts. Lots of jewels, lots of fealty, and they keep saying words that plant ideas in their head that they didn't like. Kept saying Krakoa, 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 until some of them began to dream of Krakoa. And some of them began talking about dreaming about Krakoa, and you watch as this virus spreads across the elemental plane of Earth until a form appears in the sky, and the Dao hate it, and the elemental plane of Earth hates it. You get hate, you get absolute hate, and they fight against it, and that's when it reveals itself as not God of life or death, but evil God, evil creature. And they fight against it, and Dao have no choice but to escape and bring back soldiers to fight. That is their goal. That is their mission. They will bring back soldiers to fight. Doesn't care about your plane.
Well, we definitely are going to need to have these chains off in order to fight, so...
I will relay all that.
Oh, they're setting you up. Any help here would be hot.
Could we convince them that we can only send everyone one at a time?
It will probably then insist on going last.
Why is it that the other two aren't going back?
They do not want to.
And what are they doing instead?
If this one is bringing you all back, they're probably gonna get their own soldiers.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if they were like, no, not our fight. Okay, now that makes more sense.
I'd say that's an easy assumption without a roll.
Okay.
They're gonna get their own soldiers.
Then I personally vote for convincing the one who wants to go that we will send all of us, the strongest of us, back. And then just banishing him to fight the others. Or try to convince the others that something went wrong.
I don't think they're going to be sympathetic to our cause, so I don't know if there's a way to get out of this without hurting. Unfortunately, Joe, I know you are right. I would love to have them as allies in this fight, but...
I mean, what if we just casually go and fight him right now with them? We have a Dao on our side. We have an army of Dao. Let's just go fight him.
We could also say we need to hold a tournament to see which of us are the strongest, and we need to do a bracket.
That sounds like a lot of time wasted.
We do have a few free days.
If they want me to go, I definitely should go get that belt so I can be super strong.
Yeah, tell them we're waiting on orders to be even stronger. See if they'll wait for us to pick up our stuff.
No, I don't think you will.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think so either.
So am I sending this guy out of here?
I don't know. I mean, we could probably maybe say like, oh, hey, like if we're gonna go fight, we need to have these chains off so that we can fight, and then maybe try and escape.
But I feel like if I at least try to banish him, then if he works, right?
We could potentially banish him and also take the chains off of maybe Doza, who could crush one of these with his brand new hammer.
He doesn't have his gauntlets yet.
Yeah, we don't have any of our new stuff yet.
None of you picked up your equipment yet.
Damn it.
It's not ready.
I'm so excited to watch this hammer against them.
I don't know.
What do you think, Zainric?
Yeah, it's better to take on 2 than 3. I don't know how to get these chains off of any of us. I mean, I don't see why they would unchain us before we travel. You know what I mean?
Because we need to be able to hold hands for the plane shift?
Oh, we do. That is true.
Because we cannot determine the exact location, therefore fighting may ensue immediately.
It's true.
Yes.
Okay, so we pretend we'll pick 6 of us who actually put their chains on, and then we circle up. I'll say this. And
that's good. That's good.
And then we all get ready to go. Boom, you banish the 1, then we fight the 2. I think that's the best bet right now.
Unless they run away, and if they run away, we run too.
Great.
Let's just not assume they're gonna want to fight us right away. Sometimes things run away.
Is that okay, everybody? Everybody okay with
Sure. Why not? I say we just go fight Krakoa, but you know. When we have a Dow on our side, come on.
Who said I?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely opposed to that as well, Joe.
Hey, thank you. Somebody agrees with me.
When are we gonna do much better as far as allies go?
3 now.
And then you just be like, hey, yo, devil.
To be fair,
I'm calling in my favor.
May I posit the fact that we are currently trying to fight Krakoa here, so some of the party going to fight Krakoa with with the Dao who are already fighting there does not seem like much of a change than now.
I don't think he cares. Or it.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to convince it. I'm trying to convince Zane and Joe that going won't help anything.
Yeah, we'll have a split party. Only one of the Dao will be there, and then you'll be on a plane that wants to enslave you.
Yes.
So.
Well, our other current plan is to kill the 2.
The 2 slavers.
You forget that we made a
and
deal
that's
with the
Grimold saying that.
Grimold jingles the chains when he says that.
I feel like if you're going to be this picky about allies, we're not going to have any allies. Oh.
They don't want to be allies. They want to have warrior slaves.
I'm pretty shitty too, but like they literally have the same enemy as us. And we also have devils as allies, so...
So there is a contract protecting that agreement. I just wanted to point that out.
That's why you can just call in right now. Oh, hey, devil, by the way, I'm calling in that war. Come fight with us.
I guess my concern would be that all of us cannot go, just like you guys said. We could not get all of us there. We could get 9 of us there.
I don't think it's even an argument. I think we banish the 1 and kill the other 2.
Because otherwise we can only plane shift 9 people.
Bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I could banish him and then we could all go, but who knows, we might not show up in the same spot and then we're just surrounded by a bunch of...
And even that wouldn't even get us all there because you aren't accounting for the animals.
Oh, that's right. See?
I'm never accounting for the animals.
And on top of everything else, there's a chance that I tried to cast plane shift and it doesn't work.
That's the funniest chance.
And they will lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, go ahead and just try to circle up.
I just don't think that we should immediately go to attacking the other ones. If we can get away, we should.
And do you have a plan to get away, Joe?
I run really fast!
Okay, I run.
We are all
really
chained together.
slow.
That will not work.
You're not chained together.
I run really slow, and
What about the rest of us?
I don't know. Get good.
Click heads.
Press W. Mash the
Okay.
W key.
New addition. What if?
Oh, you're gonna add more problems.
Okay, so real quick, how many people are actually chained?
Me,
Raise your hand if you. Yeah.
Me, Dozer, Zook, and Varus.
So, if we convince them that those going need to be unchained,
Yeah, that was my. Yeah.
we then could also be ready to run, and I again can create fog clouds, smoke bombs. I say I just fill this place with smoke and we book it to the exit.
I
The
can also
second we
catch
vanish-
fireball.
What type of Dao are they? Or are they just kind of elemental
Oh,
beings?
They are
generally?
Dao. They are that is the type of
Okay.
genie they
They're
are.
earth elementals.
Okay. That was I heard you say the earth elemental thing earlier.
Yes, they are elementals from the plane of Earth. Yes.
I just didn't know if they were all
Bless you.
Bless you.
okay.
earth-based. I as well can create a wall
Great.
between us as we flee.
Are we fleeing or are we fighting?
I'd prefer to not fight them if we can avoid it, because, like, eventually, like, what if we do need to call in some fucking favors? And then we just killed some people that we could
Well,
use.
it's not like they're not going to fight Krakoa. He's conquered their plane. They're fighting him one way or another.
Not if we
but
kill them.
My issue is if we let them be, they're gonna find other people to enslave.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Okay.
Jumby gets losing a car from the other car.
I am going
How many
to
times do you press that?
I am going to say to him,
Finish all of them.
I will choose myself, Zook, Dozer, Varus, Sinrig, Grimald, and
Cinna.
and Cinna.
It looks confused by that as you flash the image of the cat, and it's like, really?
I will show her ripping the fuck out of multiple
everything.
enemies.
All right.
And then I will flash Unchained, ready for battle, possibility of plane shift, who knows where, maybe in the middle of a bunch of quarry and we all die because we're shackled.
No, it shakes its head and gives you a detailed image of an area, appearing some sort of camp, some sort of battle camp. Is giving you every little detail of the place that it wants you to plane shift, so that you become entirely familiar with it and can translate it to anyone who needs to.
I will say possibility to fail.
No. Do it.
It doesn't fail. It's just like, no, failure's not an option.
All right. Well, I couldn't get it to unchain us, so I think.
Oh,
we're
sorry,
just gonna-
you didn't mention unchaining. You did mention unchaining. It was talking specifically about possibility for failure. Roll a persuasion check about the unchaining part. All it's saying is that you won't fail. It's saying you're gonna do it.
You said persuasion again?
Yep.
23.
A 23.
Try my best here, boys. These are my best rolls.
Its size. You get the sense, telepathically, you get some hints of, like, was going to unchain you once we get there, but fine is very much where it's at this point. And so it does. It begins unchaining each of you. Going around, and as it touches it, you just get you feel them unlock. Has some sort of communication with stone and metal. Touches each one, they unlock.
Like he has an agreement with gravity.
And then it takes them all one by one in your hand, and then finally, once it gets the last chain off, it tosses them off to the side. It says, "Others free. Go."
All right. Let's start to circle up, I guess. And
No. Others free. They go.
Okay, am I within 60 feet of him?
Yeah, you're all around the fire.
Great. Are the other ones within 60 feet of me?
This
Oh,
is
yes.
very bad.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
5, 10, 15, hang on, 5, 10, 15,
And
20,
I'm gonna cast banishment as a 6th level and target 2 of them.
Yep.
The one closest to me
There you go.
and one of the ones in the corner.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna give the one closest to me disadvantage.
Okay, this is pretty out of nowhere. Is there a somatic component to this?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Verbal, somatic, and material.
Sleight of hand, that bro.
All right, you're gonna need to make a sleight of hand check to catch them off guard.
Okay.
Pay no attention to the blue man casting these.
Basically, yeah. So from here on out, we're all gonna roll initiative. There will be a surprise round, assuming that. But there's no surprise round. Some of these people will be surprised, which means they won't act in the first round. Is basically what it comes down to.
I got a 13 again on my sleight of hand.
Okay.
Ooh.
The one in front of you.
Last time, so.
The one behind. Okay, that's really fucking funny.
Oh boy.
As you get the chains off, and all of you, as it looks around, telling all of you to go, it sees you beginning to cast Aldous, just the one in front. And as it does, it just kind of like stumbles back quickly. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Yes.
Ooh, baby.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Please, big, don't you fucking do the 2.
Oh, so I'm not spending my sorcery points yet. Is that what you're saying?
on your turn.
Hey, rolled well, nice. Getting those 2s and 3s.
Well, I thought I was casting plane shift, so.
It actually didn't know how we were doing it,
Same.
so you're not wrong.
How long does plane shift take to cast? Is it 1 action as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it also wasn't it wasn't ready, and so it sees him casting a spell, and it's just like.
Thought we were ready.
No, because it told everyone to leave first.
Oh, that's right.
And none of you left.
But we didn't understand it, right?
I'm sorry. It was telling Demetrius, and he
sorry. That's why I didn't leave, because I didn't.
I didn't realize.
It's like a cultural thing. You use the Vosotros instead of the Nosotros, so it was just a dialect thing. My bad.
Hard. Been there.
He means goat.
Alrighty. Dozer, what'd you get?
21.
Joe.
24.
Sinrig.
18.
Varus.
If I said 16, would you believe me?
Yep. Demetrius.
18.
Aldous.
Would you believe 17?
Sure. No, because that's what you got last time we had combat. Zook.
9.
Grimald.
21.
And Zane.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty
Okay,
20.
everyone, stop before we continue. Did everyone else hear Father Demetrius say 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
He's
not
in the double
digits! And Mark got a dirty 20, too. Zane, your initiatives aren't... Yours and mine have not been notoriously well.
I don't think I've rolled below a 15 yet.
I was gonna say Zane might actually get a second tournament.
No, there was a while where you did like 5s and 6s for your initiative. It was pretty.
Michael always.
No, I mean this session.
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling good this session.
You all see it try to react quickly, but it is not quick enough to alert the others. The 2 that did not see him casting. The only one who saw it was the one in front of you, the one who's been your master. So, with that being said, the order goes, and I'm saying this because you all can choose to just kind of surrender to Aldous. Joe, Dozer, Grimald, Zane, Sinrig, Demetrius, Aldous, Varus, your Dow Master, Zook, and then the next round will start back with Joe.
Are we going? Sorry.
I'm saying, do you guys want to surrender your turns to allow Aldous to go first?
I thought you were gonna go in order and ask us. Sorry. Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I would not do anything until we had done the part of the plan that required us to do something.
All right.
Yeah, it's a charisma save, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm trying to remember because I don't think there's anything I can do that would help us in this situation because a charisma save is
Bane or something.
Oh, you could attack his charisma and be
All
like,
right.
hey.
So I hear that everyone is surrendering to Aldous.
Wait.
That's true. Demetrius might actually be able to hurt his charisma save.
Yeah, I can actually.
He'd be like, you and R and a jerk.
You're literally like, it's like he's auditioning and you're just like, sorry, man, you're just not funny.
Just attack that charisma.
It's like he's doing stand-up and Mitch is just
What are you doing, Mitch?
Wait, hold on. I need to read the spell.
What's the spell? I can help.
Bane.
All right.
I'm Gotham's reckoning. Gosh.
You're bad at
Oh, yeah.
Target
Your jokes are
that
terrible.
fails this, make an attack roll or
I
saving
don't like
throw.
your jokes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it is a saving throw. Yeah. Then I absolutely will cast Bane on all three of them if they are within range.
You'll cast Bane as Tom Hardy.
Oh,
For some reason,
Blow up the material plane.
it is not.
I'm gonna blow up.
I
this
was
garbage.
born.
Ah, crap. Hang
Oh,
on. Time out. I messed up.
I always pictured the Bane from the Harley Quinn cartoon. It's fucking outrageous.
Oh, it's so good.
He's outrageous. It's like Grimwald and Tom
I was gonna say,
Hardy.
is that just you being Grimwald?
No, it's amazing.
Is that where your inspiration came from?
Alrighty. So, you're good with Bane. I was not able to help you. I fucked up. You know what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
casting Bane.
All right. What's that entail, and who are you casting on?
Up to 3 creatures of my choice that I can see within 30 feet of me.
All right.
Must make a charisma save.
You're doing it to all of them. Charisma saves. Here they come. All right. For the first one in front of you, we've got a 10.
Yes.
The second one's a 16.
Yes.
And the third one is a 22.
Yeah, that one makes it.
Wait, what was the range on that, Mitch?
30 feet.
Yeah, you might not be in range on all 3 of them.
I was gonna say I hate to be that guy,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Well,
The first one failed.
at least the first one failed.
You could move.
Yeah,
before
you
try.
you could only get the first one.
Sorry,
You
I
can
didn't know
move
we had a
before you-
map.
It's like it has.
Yep,
first
we're
one
on the
back-
map.
Sorry, that's fine. I didn't have the map pulled up. Yeah, so then just the first one then.
All right. So yeah, it fails, and so you bane it as we move on to Aldous' turn, who is going to begin who is going to complete the casting of banishment. You're doing what exactly again?
Level 6, so I'm getting the one in front of me, and then I'll do this guy too.
Sorry, I'm not looking. I'm checking bane.
The one right behind him.
D4. All right, cool. The one right behind it. Got it. All right, so we need 2 charisma saves. One has a minus D4. So we'll start with the one in front.
Oh, and I'm going to spend 3 sorcery points. Sorry, I thought it had disadvantage. I'm going to give it disadvantage.
All right.
The first one.
The first one, yeah. The first one in front of me has disadvantage and the minus D4.
Okay. A charisma save. Woof. That is a 19 on the first one.
Really?
Bullshit.
He rolled a 16 and a 14, and well, I will say that I shouldn't be rolling Bane. Demetrius, you should be the one rolling Bane. Wait, does it say that? Let me check.
I don't know.
The target must roll a d4. So actually, the target rolls. So yeah, it got a -1. So it got a 14 -1, and then its modifier.
19 equals my DC.
All right. And then the one behind it.
Cool.
Will save.
Gets rigged. I'm out.
Rolls a 16.
He fails.
Okay, so you watch as Aldous, you cast it. It very quickly, seeing it coming, slams its hammer down to protect itself, but the other one behind it gets wrapped away as it kind of turns into sand and blown away into a portal, disappearing. just leaving these two who are suddenly shocked by this happening and wildly angry. Varus, you are up. Enemy is on deck, and Zook is in the hole. Varus?
Can
I move after my turn?
Yes, you may move, but you may provoke an attack of opportunity because this one is not surprised.
Am I still in
Hang on
chain?
one sec, Varus.
Oh,
We are all unchained.
Are you moving, Aldous?
Yeah, I don't want to be near everybody. That's not smart. 5, 10, 15.
All right, you don't provoke an attack of opportunity.
25,
So,
35, 40.
Varus, you are unchained. Everyone's unchained. What do you want to do?
I want to go 30-foot movement, but I'm gonna kind of like go at an angle up to my left, so it's gonna be to here, and I'm 15 feet up. So
makes sense to me. All right.
So,
And
okay.
then?
And I'm going to cast Fireball right here.
All right. That looks clear of everyone else. That's 2 dexterity saves.
It ain't broke.
I mean, fucking right? If it ain't broke, don't fix that shit.
Just cast that fireball. When in doubt, fireball out.
I'm assuming they're very dexterous individuals.
Yes, totally. The first one rolls a natural 20. Apparently, fate is fortuning him today.
What the fuck?
The second run rolls a 12.
No.
This is what you get for betraying your master.
Did you really want the narrative to go that
No, of course not.
Okay, then.
34 damage for the idiot that failed.
34
For the
or
jackass
44?
that succeeded, I guess.
Did
we're
you
gonna
say
give him,
did
like,
you say 34 or 44?
34?
34
and then
damage.
Maybe what, 17 for the other asshole?
Yep.
Fuck that guy.
All right, as Varus, you fly up into the air and cast a fireball from your staff. It explodes, and the first one kind of sees that one coming, incredibly moving fast at this point as it's realizing the betrayal that's occurring right now as it dodges quickly, just getting singed across the chest. Moving on. Enemy is up, Zook is on deck, and Joe is in the hole as the Dow shouts out in Tavern, angry and upset at this betrayal.
It's super weird. Slaves turning on the masters.
That never happens. Totally never. It's like, this is a big event right now. We're making history, guys. Got us in the chains, but the chains only bring me.
Okay, it slams its hand into the ground, deep into the ground, and you watch as another hand behind you all erupts out and hits the ground. Another one, and an earth elemental pulls itself out of the ground.
Oh.
Right. Oh, that's too big.
Rude.
Right here. Oh, actually.
Now it's a party.
It'll
Which
go
one has it?
right here.
Shit.
The one in front of you. Your
Guys, this looks like
your
the start of
master
the flow.
has cast the Conjure Elemental. Unless someone has a response to Conjure Elemental being cast.
I am too far away.
Anyone got a counter spell?
Fucking
No, I do not do the magic.
All right.
Zane got a counter spell?
With that,
Zane,
it
am I
is
Zane?
going to
Yeah, you're in range.
right, then I'll do it.
move.
Fucking do it.
I'm on it.
Zane
wait,
cast
so-
counterspell.
Whoa!
I'll just pretend he's got it.
Too many
I'll just
people
pretend he's
talking.
got it.
What's going on?
Oh, Zane, if you're there already and you got it, go for it. You're closer.
I'll do it.
All right, do it.
Oh,
Do
Zane
it.
is casting it. Yeah, all right. Make sure you, because it's a timed thing. You can't like think about it. If you want to do it, you got to do it. Go ahead and if you want to
Kinda-
do it, you need to. Let's see if you would know the spell. Give me 1 sec. Yes, you would know it's a 5th level spell, so you get to choose to cast counterspell at a 5th level, or you can try and roll for it. It's up to you.
I will just cast it at this level.
All right, you got it.
We've got enough to deal with. I don't want to.
You quickly wave your hands as it casts the spell, and you watch as the hand that lifted up just crumbles away. The Dow is upset at this point and will shoot 30 feet into the air.
Whew. Yeah, sorry guys, I was trying to read a spell for my next.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. All right. Rises up like a rocket and is now flying 30 feet in the air. That will end its turn. Moving on. Zook is up. Joe is on deck. Dozer's in the hole. Zook.
It's morphin' time, and I
Bring
turn
it
into a
down.
T-Rex.
A fucking banger, and everyone knows
Is
it.
it large? Is it large or huge? I forget.
Huge. They've got a power and a force that you've never seen before. They've got.
You
the
watch as
ability
a
to morph into
Tyrannosaurus
even a
Rex
score.
mouth comes from Zook's head, his big head appearing first as he falls over on the ground, and then the rest of his body catches up and lifts him up into the
Overtime.
air. A huge Tyrannosaurus Rex. You want to move it all?
Oh yeah.
Mighty Polymorphin Rangers.
I cannot. I need Z-Rex control.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
By the way, Mitch, we might need to alley
It's
some
yours.
meals on this one, so get it
All
ready.
right. Oh man, this is such a
Don't
pain
be
in the ass.
ugly.
5. I can move through friendly squares because I'm big enough, right?
He's also 15 feet in the air, so he'd basically just be ducking under him, so you're fine.
Ah, okay.
Also, yes, you could. You're huge. so-
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
All right. And that will end your turn. Joe is up. Dozer on deck. Grimald in the hole. Joe.
So the front one is 30 feet in the air, right?
30 feet into the air. Yes, it is.
Is there anything that I can like run up?
The walls itself over here are crumbly and broken. I'm gonna say that no, there's really not around here.
Well, there's a T-Rex
there
right
is
there.
a T-Rex there, but he'd still be 15 feet above you.
Well, that's okay because I have tendrils.
Oh yeah. All right, then yeah, you could climb Zook Rex, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to go over and I'm going to climb up the Z-Rex. Where am I at? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And we'll call it 15 feet to get up.
Okay. Yeah, and then I will punch it.
All right, so yeah, your tendrils are activated and you go to swing. Go for it.
29?
What was that?
29?
Hits.
Ooh.
Yeah, hits the shit out of it.
Okay.
The Dow.
Oh, nice. Fuck, man, maximum damage. 14 plus 5.
14
Force
plus
damage.
5. Yeah, that'll hit it.
And then I'm going to, that it may not, I don't think that's going to hit it. 14.
14 will not hit it.
Okay. And that's all I can do because I used my bonus action to activate.
All right, so yeah, you run over, climbing up the tail of the Zook Rex, and get up to the basically its back and start swinging at the Dow, who is looking down at you now and is very upset. Dozer is up, Grimald on deck, Zane in the hole. Dozer.
Like to do my thing. Let me see here.
That thing, chicken wang.
Right. Is this I can't walk over this, can I?
No, it's a fire.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you could, but you'd take some fire damage. It wouldn't be much.
No, it's okay. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get there. Yeah, I can probably make it 5, 10.
You could walk in this spot. Right here.
Okay, I can make that. Cool. And I will go ahead and attack.
Are you throwing axes at it?
It's 30 feet in the air.
Got it's in the air. Anything I can climb up on? Joe was just talking about it.
Joe is on the space that you would need to be to climb up Zook. Otherwise, it's still 15 feet above Zook. So I don't think you have anything that with that kind of reach anyway.
I just have to throw an axe at it. Is that a disadvantage?
Yes, it is 25 feet above you. So yeah.
Got it. Okay, I'll throw it directly up. I don't know how this could go wrong.
Just falls back on your face. Ah!
Okay.
You want to roll?
No, I think yeah. I'll just go for a hand axe here.
Go ahead.
Get it for me. Hand axe. 14.
14 will not hit. The axe goes flying up, and it just knocks it away as it flies back to under the ground. And that will end your turn.
That's all, folks.
This one is still on the ground, for the record, for now. Okay. With that, Grimald is up. Zane on deck. Sinrig in the hole. Grimald.
Grimald is going to 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Run straight at the one in the back.
Love it.
And just start going all out. So the first attack is going to be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
A trip attack, so roll a strength save.
Natural 20.
20, that definitely makes it. So it will take...
The back one?
Yeah, the back one.
Okay.
It will take 20 damage.
Okay.
And then on the next one, I will crit fail.
Okay.
Which means the following attack is a 20, which is at disadvantage.
Hits.
Okay. That will be another trip attack.
Natural 1.
All right.
The duality of man.
It is on the ground.
Duality of doubt.
Oh, wait, you know what? It does have advantage against being prone. My bad.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Damn. It's the other.
And that would be a 10.
Still fails.
Roll a 4 and
He's
1.
prone.
All right. Yeah, he's knocked to the ground at that point. And how much damage on that one?
That will be... That's how we do the math. I wasn't expecting that to work. That is 23.
23 damage. All right.
And I will use my action surge to continue attacking.
Okay, you have advantage on all these attacks.
Yes, sir. So my bonus action will be a whip attack, which will be a 21. 21.
Hits. Hits.
And I completely forgot about that because I put it to the side since it was the whip. That is 7 damage. Ooh.
And you rolled with advantage for this one, right? Because he was prone?
Yes.
Okay. 7 damage, you said?
Yes. Okay. And going forward, I'm just going to double check to see if I actually crit on any of the other attacks. No. Okay. So then it is a 28, a 22, and a 19.
All hit.
Okay. And I rolled like junk for the damage. So that is 34. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to trip him, so it kind of threw me for a loop there.
Oh, you're good. You rolled with advantage on all of those, right?
Yes, I did.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you run over, just sprint over to this Dow as it's like bracing to come up against this T-Rex that's just run up to it. And with that, it's not even noticing you as you run and slam into it, stabbing into it. You pull back, stab again, knocking it to the ground, and as you do, you just bring your rapier up and just start stabbing into it like a madman as you watch as cracks begin to form along the Dow's face and body. It is bloodied, quote unquote.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah, well, you did, I think, well, it was damage from the fireball, but after that, you probably did nearly 100 damage to it, so.
Yeah, hot damn.
Yeah.
I guess I used a couple of my superiorities, so it added the extra D8s as well.
Yeah, that was 40 damage altogether right off the bat, so.
Yeah, I blew a lot of my stuff, but.
All right.
We're gonna need it.
So with that, does anyone hear that? What is that noise?
Sounds like running water.
Whoever's running water, stop. Okay, what is that? Who is up? It's distracted me. Zane is up, Sinrig on deck, Demetrius in the hole. Zane.
Right. Well, I was gonna wall of force the one in the back to kind of separate him off for the until we could finish one.
Oh, that's good. Trap him in there with me.
But I'm thinking that one's already bloody. Maybe I should wall of force the front one now. And he's
30 feet up.
If you could
that's
bring him down to the ground, that would be ideal.
well, I mean, we wouldn't be able to hit him through the wall of force. I just want to separate them so we could finish one off. Was what I was thinking.
Can you cast the wall of force horizontally under him?
No,
I can cast it in a sphere around him.
You could.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, go. I mean, that's not a bad idea. He'd be stuck.
And then he can watch us murder his friend, and he can reevaluate his recent life decisions.
Yeah, I was gonna do the farther away one so that we're all closer to our prey, but it looks like I'll do it this way. So I'm gonna cast wall of force in a sphere around this one.
Okay.
That Badow.
Is that your catchphrase?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be their catchphrase since they're down?
Badao is it's a language. It's from the language of my people. It means hell yeah.
It means bazinga.
It means bazinga. Yeah.
Damn, that's funny.
It's
I thought it was that thing that sprayed your butt after you poop.
Unless it's the vodka basement and it's me in there.
Oh, that is still one of my favorite memories.
Yeah,
of all
Jesus
time.
Christ, that is a cool use of the spell. So yeah, a wall of force appears around it, and it suddenly feels this kind of enclosing space. It's just looking around, angry and freaked out. That will end Zane's turn. Sinrig is up, Demetrius on deck, and Aldous is in the holes. Sinrig.
Can you just
Okay, well, so he can't move or do anything, right? So.
Yeah, I'm guessing the sphere that he wanted it to be is this, so I'm gonna draw it.
That's fine. I can do. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15. Right. But he's way up in the air, so that doesn't mess with us at all, right?
It is 30 feet in the air. Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna run. I can only get to like here, but I'm gonna pull out my spear and cast Zephyr Strike.
That's fine. Zephyr Strike on which one?
Well, it's just I'm attacking
yeah.
with my spear. That guy.
You're
Nice.
attacking the one that's prone.
Oh, is he prone?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah.
All right, you have disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I got advantage, and my first roll was a natural 20.
All right. Well, there you go.
So I will hit him. Oh, sorry, I never used the spear. I forget. Okay. 19, 26 damage with the spear. And then I get 30 extra feet of movement, so I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and come around the other side of him.
All right. And that will end your turn.
I'll pull out my glaive, sorry.
Demetrius is up, Aldous is on deck, and Varus is in the hole. Demetrius.
All right, well, everybody move the fuck around. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see who I can hit with Beacon of Hope. 5, 10,
For what
15,
it's worth,
30.
this one is massively bloodied, and this one is trapped, just so you know.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I think we're good for a minute.
All right. So can I can see that one?
Which one?
The one that's on the ground, I guess.
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay. All right, then let's go ahead and I will sort of shout to both of them We could have been allies. And I slam the sensor against the shield as spectral black feathers fly up and an image of a raven briefly appears as I hold the sensor high.
Wisdom save?
Yeah.
15.
Nope. Ouch time. That's a 12. That's a 1, so 13, and then 12. So 25 plus 5, 30 necrotic damage.
What the fuck?
Christ. What did you do to it?
Toll the dead.
That's it? A cantrip? Jesus
I add my wisdom modifier, which is 5 to cantrips, and also if he's missing any amount of HP, I roll d12s instead of.
Yeah, so he
Fuck that guy.
Screams out as it grabs its ears, as its face just, you watch cracks just suddenly appear along it as it begins to lose form. That will end Demetrius' turn. Aldous is up. Varus on deck. Enemy in the hole. Aldous, you are concentrating on banish. What else do you want to do?
He is, and so Aldous will use a cantrip. Let me just make sure I'm within range of Ray of Frost. 60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Can I hear 60? Can I hear 65, 65, 65? Come on. Man. All right. Thank you. So he's going to shoot him for a 26.
Hits.
And that's 19 cold damage.
All right. Yeah, it is really fucked up as the ice begins to erode away some of the rocks. Some of the rock on it, and it is not looking good. And
I'm gonna fly up the rest of my 40 feet. Just
fly up 40 feet?
Yeah.
All right, getting clear of the ground, being higher than the other one. You watch as the Dow watches you as you fly up above it now. It seems to take great insult to that.
How dare you?
Let's go. Bring it on.
Varus is up. Enemy on deck. Enemy in the hole. Varus. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Varus is up. Enemy on deck. Zook in the hole.
Cool. I'm going to go up another 15 feet, so I'm actually level with this boy.
Okay.
And he's ensconced currently, so I'm probably going to... hit this guy.
Yeah, banish that guy.
So I'm pretty sure if I go like right here, I'll just hit him and no one else.
He's just a fireball. He's looking like he is on his last leg, like he's holding himself up with the hammer.
Okay. I'm not gonna do a fireball.
You're welcome to. I'm not gonna tell you not to, but
do it.
I mean, I would love to, but let's be judicious in our decisions here. So I'm probably gonna do firebolt.
Okay. Yeah, you could see it from there.
So I have to hit him with it. So that's a 15.
15 is actually not going to hit. Sorry for discouraging you from fireballing, I guess. As the firebolt blasts into the ground.
That's okay. I'm sure you'll make it up in some other way. It's fine.
I feel like that's a threat. Okay. Enemy is up. Zook is on deck. Enemy in the hole. Maybe. Probably not. So your master
can't do anything, right?
Oh, that's the question. Can he do something? Let's see here. Nothing can physically pass through. Okay. It's going to cast the wizards recognize Phantasmal Killer being casted. And it's going to
No. Is it close? Oh, I'm a fucking T-Rex. Never mind.
T-Rex, you cannot.
Where's Hedgewitch?
Can I get him?
Is Hedgewitch within range?
Hedgewitch is actually in a cage right now, and the cage I'd say is over here. But I don't think he can cast through her while polymorphed either, because he is a T-Rex.
It's concentration for one thing.
Well, counterspell doesn't break concentration, but I don't think you can cast through her while you're a T-Rex because you are a T-Rex in every sense of the word. You have a sense of who your allies are, but you think like a T-Rex. All your scores change when you polymorph.
Yeah. Just never-ending loop of big head, little arms, big head, little arms.
And eat. So yeah, it begins to cast Phantasmal's Killer.
Yeah, I'm gonna counterspell it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. Yep, all right. You don't know what it is, so you can roll an Arcana check to know what level this is.
Let's do it.
All right.
This is +5, 15.
15. It's a 4th level spell.
I got those. So I'm gonna use it at 4th level.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, you counterspell the spell again as it screams out in anger.
Wait, which one did that? The one in the bubble?
The one in the bubble, yeah.
Oh, so does my counterspell... I don't think my counterspell can go
your counterspell is not going through it. It is targeting him inside of it, and the wall of force is clear, so you can see it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Same thing. Phantasmal Killer doesn't go through it. It can see it, and so it's casting it outside the spell. As long as it's not a projectile, you can cast into that bubble.
Great.
So, with that being said, yeah, that'll end its turn. Can't do anything. Zook is up. Enemy probably not on deck, and Joe is in the hole. Zook.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Well, you guys ruined some of my fun by not letting me bite the other one, but I'm gonna go ahead and bite the one in front of me.
You have advantage. It is prone.
Oh, that's good, because that was a 1. That was better. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
4d12. +7. And it needs to make a... Oh, no, it doesn't.
I can tell you this, it probably doesn't matter anyway.
Oh, but for me it does. So 19 damage.
Alright, you crunch down on this Dow, and as...
And I swallow it.
Are you sure?
Listen, I'm a T-Rex. All I hear is eat, eat, eat.
Okay.
Eat, 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 hot, hot, hot.
The T-Rex crunches down on the Dow, and as he kind of like lifts him up and tosses him, crunching down on it, the creature turns in, it just explodes into a crystalline powder, and you swallow down all of these crystals.
Yeah,
Great.
I can see how this could be bad.
It's like the cinnamon challenge.
My T-Rex looks like it did just like a fuckload of cocaine.
You're gonna take 19 slashing damage.
I ain't nothing.
He basically just smoked a bunch of fiberglass insulation.
No, he basically just swallowed glass, powdered glass. As you feel the horrible scraping of the glass as you swallow it into your throat. And it is not pleasant, but you're also a T-Rex, so whatever. It is dead. And at the moment, how long does Wall of Force last?
10 minutes.
Great.
I just want to like lay down like a puppy underneath it with my mouth open for when the box opens.
I think it can fly.
Would anyone at this point? You can all basically choose to kill it within the bubble, as it is out of spells that it could use to do anything here.
No, I've got a better idea.
Yeah.
I want to cast Gaius on it.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was looking at it too. I was like, "Fuck, is it worth burning?"
Does it still have Bane on?
Yeah.
Because Gaius isn't a concentration, right?
You are correct. It is not.
Okay, so you're gonna cast Gaius on it. What do you want to
Y'all
say?
are
think we should just cancel.
We're gonna enslave the slaver. No, this is great.
Oh my god, it's so
As
poetic.
it's slamming on the wall of force, looking around, just screaming. Just,
I'm telepathically gonna cast the spell, and I will just say, we are friends now. You're going to come with us.
It looks at you. It spits, the spit hitting the form on the dome. And you watch as it goes ahead and drops the hammer. It takes its hands, its massive hands, and just begins to crush its own head.
Good. And I'm just pacing with the chains in front of it, waiting for it to get out.
You're like fucking Darth Maul.
If
going
no one's
back
gonna
and
do
forth.
anything to stop it,
thinking.
eventually, as the minutes go on, still trapped in the wall of force, you watch as it just it cracks, and you see the creature just begins to turn to crystalline dust and fills up the bowl of the wall of force.
That was hardcore.
Now bring back his friend. I want to try again.
It's been over a minute.
Yeah.
Zane starts rolling up a $100 bill.
It's glass.
We know.
You
but
know
can
what?
think of
You know
anything-
what? You know what? No, go ahead, Zane. Have fun. Have a
But can you
field
think
day.
of anything more metal than killing somebody and then snorting the ashes of your enemy?
With that, we're gonna go ahead and go to break. You all can go ahead and deal with whatever emotions you need to. We will be back in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon.
Righteousness.
Oh, we're still
boy.
not gone. Wait. Hello, and welcome back.
What's up?
What's
Woo! Best DM ever.
All right, so we're gonna pick up with just where we left off. All right. You go there. What are we about, y'all? What would we like to do? I know Sinrig is going to look for his spear.
Can we loot their bodies, or is there not bodies to loot?
There's things that they left, right?
Yeah.
Let's search the
Idiots.
area.
Yeah,
I want to search what they got.
Mhm.
let's do it.
Sift through whatever dust is left over after Zane has snipped some.
Yeah, I mean, you could start picking up some of the dust. Also, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Do it.
Let's see what we've got here. Terrible.
No smash.
11.
17.
Thank you.
17. I heard a 17 this
Digging through their stuff. They love gems and stuff, so even if they're not doing so hot here, they might have some gems.
Weren't they themselves gems?
I love me some gems.
Alrighty. You find...
Can we also at some point cut to the guy who got banished there?
Oh, he's gonna die. I told Sinrig, I'm like, he knows about the culture. He's gonna show up to without empty-handed. He did. He dead. You're gonna find 7 gems. You're gonna find Alexandrite, aquamarine, black pearl, 2 black pearls, blue spinel, peridot, and topaz.
Now we find ourselves with 2 ships. Of course, you'll take the Black Pearl as your flagship, and who's to argue?
You're also going to find... Oh, wow. This is a good roll.
Did you write those gems down?
No.
Okay.
Fine. I guess I can.
I was just going to say, could you re-say them? Because I didn't have the notes.
Alexandrite, aquamarine, black pearl...
2 black pearls.
2. Blue spinel, peridot, and topaz. Alright, I put it in the chat for y'all. Alright, and you're also going to find...
We find the secret weakness to Krakoa that will help us defeat him once and for all, right?
Let's find out. A +1 spear.
A wish sword.
You find Kingsford's own sword among the rubble.
Wish crisp.
A +2 long sword.
Ooh. Are people not excited about that?
I can't use it.
I mean, I can't either.
I'm gonna miss again.
This looks pretty nice. Cineric, I'll trade you for the dream sword.
Well, that's okay.
Oh yes, that.
Somebody
plot
writing
point.
all this down in the notes. Sorry.
I think Matt is.
Another long sword. That I suppose would have a red edge to it.
Yeah, you can have this one.
Long sword, and then what was the other one, Ben?
+1 spear.
+2 long sword plus what?
A +2 long sword. Another sword that you notice has like a red edge to it.
Oh, sorry. I was taking the notes in my book first because I'm bad
You're
at
good.
It's all good. A ring.
Mhm.
Trying to find descriptions.
It's a ring of mind shield.
Yes. Incredible.
A ring with a little emerald bird on it.
Ooh.
And
Ring of bird shielding.
against government spies.
Is that Mark?
He's
Mark,
walking
your
to the
camera.
forest.
Mark, your camera's off. Just so you know, I turned it off because you had Power Rangers.
It won't let me turn it back on.
Oh, really?
That's why I said beep.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
You typed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd hope you didn't hear
Ask to start video, I guess.
it.
There you go. All right.
There he is.
I should have left the Power Rangers up.
I'm not sure about the copyright rules on that, so I had to take it down. And then another ring that has 2 ram horns on it.
What?
And those are what you find.
We should definitely figure out what these other things are. This sword and this one with the emerald birds. Anybody have anything that?
Just go ahead and send them my way. I'll figure it out.
Let me Arcana.
I feel like the super magic boys just sit in a circle and just like, oh yes, yes, right. They just hand it around.
Yes. Investigation or Arcana, Ben?
Arcana.
I want to Arcana the sword.
You're gonna Arcana the sword. Got it.
No,
I'll do the ring with the ram horns.
There's one more ring, right?
There are 2 rings.
The
Yep.
bird. Yeah,
Emerald bird.
What'd you get on the Arcana
Yeah.
check for the sword?
9.
It's definitely magical. That much you know of.
Cool. They missed again.
How's a 25 do ya?
A 25 for the ring with the ram horns. It is a ring of the ram. It has 3 charges. Regains them daily at dawn. 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing it, you can use an action to expend 1 to 3 of its charges to attack one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. The ring produces a Spectral's ram head and makes an attack roll with a +7 bonus. On a hit, the target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. Alternatively, you can use that action to try and break an object you can see within 60 feet of you that isn't being worn or carried. Makes a strength check.
That's a tight ring.
Basically, you throw a fist and a ram's head appears.
Fucking,
And it's just a spectral ram head shooting out. That.
Yes, that's tight as hell.
We gotta give that to Joe.
It's called the ring of fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Zane, what'd you get on yours?
A 15.
A 15. It is a ring of evasion.
Ooh.
It is a
Invasion?
ring. It has evasion.
Oh.
When you fail a dex saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend 1 of its charges and succeed on that saving throw instead.
Yo.
Nice.
Give it to Father Demetrius.
It does require attunement, as does the ring of the ram.
Yeah, then no, that's a no for me, dog.
I do have a slot open. However, my belt is going to require attunement, I believe.
Yeah. I'd rather
I'm
buff
talking
my.
about the ring of the ram. I don't need the evasion ring. I would like the ring of the ram.
You
can fuck around and find out. Ring.
All right.
Is the punchy thing?
I mean, not necessarily. Any of us could use it.
Did someone else want to try on the sword?
Yeah. There you go.
What does a failed Arcana check look like on an item?
It just means you don't know what it is.
I lick it. I crushed it. 24.
A 24. You lick the sword and you lose hit points that can't be regained. That can only be regained through a short or long rest. Rather than be regeneration, magic, or any other means. You can't heal when anyone who's wounded by it can't be healed by it. Once per
Boy,
turn,
I picked the wrong blade to lick.
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack using this weapon, you can wound the target. At the start of each of the wounded creature's turns, it takes necrotic damage for each time you've wounded it. So 1d4 if you wound it again, 2d4 if you wound it again, 3d4, so on and so forth. It can make a con save, ending the effect of all such wounds on itself. Each time you've wounded it, it can make it once. It can make the con save when you wound it. Alternatively, the wounded creature or a creature within 5 feet can use a medicine check, ending the effect on such wounds on it as a success.
Give that to Grimald. That's amazing.
That legitimately sounds like something Grimald would adore.
What is it called?
Sword of Wounding.
Blade of many cuts. Blade of 1,000 cuts.
That's very good.
You can only wound once per turn, though. That is the caveat. All right. So.
Right. So who's taking what things?
Wait, are we missing something? I thought there was 3 rings and a sword, right?
2 rings.
2 rings and a sword.
Two rings
and
and
a
2
spear
swords.
And a +1 longsword, just a normal +1.
Oh, okay, okay.
And a +2 longsword.
Oh yeah, +1, +2. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
The +1 was a +1 spear.
Yeah.
Yep. The ram's head can be used by anybody.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
That seems like a good get out of jail free, like someone's close to you and knock their ass back. Maybe a spellcaster? Does anyone have a spell slot?
If they have
Or
attunement slots.
attunement slot, yeah.
I could ditch the Pearl of Power, I guess.
Yeah, I was also debating taking getting rid of my cloak of protection.
At this level, Pearl of Power, I don't think means as much as it used to when we were a lower
Yeah,
level.
Right,
absolutely.
Just get rid of it. Or at least hold on to it and sell it.
Well, I have a Pearl of Power, but I'm only a half caster, so it's nice to have the extra spell slot for me.
Yeah, and I mean, technically, so what does it take to attune to something? A short rest?
An hour. Yeah.
An hour. Yeah.
An hour. So with the Pearl of Power, you could like take an hour rest, attune, use it, and then
Gain a spell slot back that you couldn't have. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Okay, so I'll take the ram.
Nice. Okay. I'll put that in here. So go ahead and add that in.
You are no longer a T-Rex now, right?
Oh, correct.
Looking around at nothing.
And I have a bellyache.
No, he attunes to it only in T-Rex form.
What's the actual name of it?
Ring of the Ram.
Ring of Ram's Head, I think.
Ring of the Ram. What?
Who's taking the Ring of Evasion?
Ram Ranch. Got it.
Maybe not good at Dex.
Oh, Ring of the. Wait, Ben, is this supposed to be an attunement thing? 'Cause it's not showing up as one.
Yes, it requires attunement.
Okay. I don't know how to change that.
You got to equip it first, and then.
I did. Oh, what? Did it equip? Oh, you have to. Okay, there's an attune button.
Yes, yes. Are you guys going to take an hour here to attune? I know you're asking about the Ring of Evasion, Joe. Just one sec.
I was just trying to make sure people took the thing so we don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the Ring of Evasion. I think I might swap my cloak of protection out for it.
Okay.
I can still wear my cloak and not be attuned to it, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you could wear it and it would just... I don't know if there's any... What's the cloak again?
Cloak of protection.
So I think you just not gain the benefits.
It's that +1 to AC.
Yeah, and it just... I don't know.
You have shield,
I feel like...
too.
Yeah, I have shield, and I think that taking half damage on all reactions, on all
decks, all decks,
like dodges.
Evasion
or whatever.
is tight, dude. Yes.
Like that's I feel like would save me more than the +1 on AC would.
Yep.
But I like my cloak, so I want to keep wearing it.
All right.
And then are you, Grimmel, taking the Sword of Wounding?
I will take the Sword of Wounding.
Okay.
Now,
So add it to everybody. Add those to your inventory.
Yes. If you said it was a long sword, right, Ben?
Yeah.
There's a +2 longsword. Yeah.
No, it's
Anybody want that?
no. The Sword of Wounding is also a longsword. Yes.
Oh. Okay. Does anybody want the +2 longsword and the +1 or the +1 spear? Otherwise, we can just add them into our inventory and sell them.
Yeah, we can just sell
just
those.
do that. I don't think
All right, I'll add it into my inventory so we can sell.
Okay.
Okay, what are we doing down here now? No, we're looking for something.
Yes, we were. Do you really not know why we're here? All this?
Correct.
I want to grab my spear.
That's why you're here.
Oh, this ring looks so cool.
We were there. We are here to see if we can find some more information about this artifact that Kellen touched.
Sinrig, roll an investigation check.
Let's go.
Investigation check. That is a natural 20.
Nice.
+0.
Looking around, you do find it over by the one of the Nothics. It's actually is being used by one of the Nothics.
Oh, like it's one of the Nothics is on it.
Yeah, that's been impaled.
Oh, okay. I'm just kind of lift it off.
Okay.
Just wipe down the spear. Oh, not bad condition considering.
All right. So yeah, you go ahead and take the sword or the spear, excuse me. What's next? What do you guys all want to do?
Well, we came down here for a reason.
Yeah, let's go to that area and see if we can find some clues now that we have more knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing is that depending on how long those Dao have been down here, and looking at what they did to the one-eyed fellas here, I think anything in the area probably is either dead or ran away.
They were such fools. They would rather die than fight for their plane. They were cowards.
And not really all that sturdy.
Now they're dead cowards.
Well, I mean, in their defense, I also really don't want to fight for my plane, but like you guys kind of convinced me that I have to, so.
What would you do if you would not fight, Joe?
I would just live the rest of my life knowing that it's all gonna be a shit show later, so might as well live it up while I can. I don't have a very long life as a human, so it's gonna end eventually.
Here for a good time, not a long time, you know?
I would spend it with Leon and Klaus and try to find as much joy as I possibly can. But I get it. You guys need me. I understand. You need the little spunk and power of Joe. I understand. It's fine. So I'm here and I'm fine.
I don't think I could just up and abandon everything knowing what I know.
That's true, man. But remember, she's evil, so.
We are all evil in small ways. We have all capacity to do evil. It's just a matter of choice.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But they're dead now, so that's good. They can run back, you know. They're cowardly pieces of glass.
It is just a shame.
We could have used them, yeah, for sure. If they just listened to us and not they were all like, "Oh, we're so much better than you. You have to call us master." If they were just like, "Hey, let's fight together," we could have had a chance, you know.
They were too
Also,
proud.
all of us could have gone through in plane shift. We could have just taken care of them motherfucking Krakoa right now. Also, are we supposed to not be saying his name? Is that like a bad thing? Does that give him more power? Should we stop saying his name?
Who, Voldemort?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does
Right?
saying Krakoa's name give more
Because
power?
with the Raven Queen,
Religion, chat.
more people pray to her, right? We already know this.
Yes.
Gives her more power.
5.
Who knows?
Krakoa.
You're like, what is religion? Just a thought that I had. And
No, that
that.
makes
I feel
sense. At least not around the other people.
Yes,
who don't know
I
about
feel
them.
like generally anyone that we are speaking to about Krakoa already knows.
I slapped Zane for saying Krakoa.
Oh, you just said it!
No, I said it.
That was
You
fair.
can still slap Mike for saying it.
Oh wait, I activate my ring of evasion.
You all see a couple gnomes poke their heads out of the ground. Just, what's this Krakoa you're talking about?
Oh shit!
I
I
killed
have
them.
to kill
so
some
they can't
gnomes.
Oh my god.
We have to kill them so they can't spread word.
You're over here going shit about me being evil.
So, we're on the move again?
And let's go find some information about this mystical tablet.
We're on a search for clues, Ben.
Y'all, what is our
Oh, we
life?
split up. We gotta split up.
That's the worst possible thing.
I was gonna say.
If you weren't cool with us splitting up to go fight the BBEG, now splitting up now is also not a good idea.
Do we, so the goal is you were originally first going to get the spear, and now you're going to go check out, where Zook had originally found the tablet, correct?
Correct.
Which is, I believe, as we've established before, Zook, it's in District 1. Is it near the spire? Did you ever mention that, or?
No, that was, you said it was
okay.
beneath the spire. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's where you all head off to, I suppose. Having gathered everything and leaving behind this camp yet again, you all move along back toward District 1's area of Olgaroth.
Oldest town.
I'll do it.
Oldest town.
Let's go down to oldest town.
Let's go down to oldest town.
You all walk.
That's much better. Rebranding.
Down from
You all walk back the way you came, back through the ruins of this market area underneath throughout Olgaroth, crossing under tunnels, across collapsed buildings, moving carefully, moving quietly, always keeping an ear out. Unlike
quiet.
Unlike above, unlike the city above New Praxia, there's no distinction in the separation of the districts underneath here. There's all these buildings are old, they're ruined, but you could tell by the spire getting closer as you continue to get line of sight of it as you pop out of a building and move along, trying to get closer to that area. Soon enough, the spire is near. The glow of the blue light above that illuminates this area is bright here, leaving very few shadows, just illuminating most things. And you continue to move your way into this area. This area has been the most excavated of Olgaroth, of Aldustown. You find yourselves in a place where a lot of buildings that have collapsed have been torn away or put back even as best as they can. Rubble cleared at the very least. So you find a place that may have once been full of large buildings, not as much so. Mostly just remainders of walls, ground cleared away around you all as you're able to kind of walk freely without worry of something falling on top of you. You continue forward a little bit more, and I need everyone to roll an insight check for me, please.
Insight.
Oh, yay! La 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 lidio, la la lidio! Oh! I fucking crit the shit out of that!
Crit the shit.
Crit the shit. Crit the shit to fit.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Wow.
I'm too legit to crit.
Ah!
So you got it.
So I got an 11.
Respectable.
Thank you. I think it's a legitimate roll.
Grimald?
13.
Demetrius?
What are we rolling?
Insight.
Insight.
My bad.
Varus?
Zoned out for a second.
16. Big dog.
Sinrig?
If you never pay attention.
Sinrig got a 20 and Cinna got a natural 1, and she has a -3.
You can't get lower than a 1, so.
Oh well.
Zook?
6.
Aldous?
Aldous. You got an 11.
Joe?
A 28.
Zane?
Damn.
23.
Demetrius?
Damn.
27.
You all slowly come to a halt. Every one of you. As a gut feeling enters your stomach.
Mm.
The idea that this ridge that you see in front of you, as the ground kind of climbs up a little bit toward the ceiling, and then you can see even kind of like drops off. You can't see that it drops off, but you don't see it continue to go up, so you know that it'll drop.
The drop?
Whatever's beyond this ridge is bad. And perhaps you should not go near it.
Hmm.
Perhaps we should not go.
I do not have a good feeling about this.
Yeah.
Why not?
You have it too.
I don't know what
We all. He said we all get a
Just
bad
tell him
feeling.
to come back.
I can't hear you. You're quiet. That's all.
Yeah, it's hard to hear.
Oh.
Yeah, we all feel like it's a bad decision. You're not the one that doesn't think it's a bad decision. So it's essentially we all failed the insight check, is what I'm gathering. Right. Okay. Is there another way there? Because this way looks bad.
I do not think it is a matter of ways. I think it is a matter of going to find what we are looking for is bad.
I feel like everything's always bad.
How the hell are we gonna get back up? You know.
There are plenty of other ways back up. I'm sure Sinrig and Zane could guide us.
Yeah, I
Okay,
have a
let's go.
down.
It sucks.
We fought Dao for this. We're just giving
Yeah.
up that easy.
It's a bad feeling. We can't go this way. We can't go there. It's not a good idea.
A lot of our stuff are not good ideas.
If you grant me a minute, I can meditate and perhaps get a slightly more specific answer.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and
Sure. I guess it's not a bad feeling to stay here. I can just stay here.
This is our
Sit-
second
I'll
or
s-
third day of downtime.
This is still your
Second?
second day.
Okay. We have a whole nother day of downtime, so
So why not spend it down here?
down here.
What he meant by downtime, right? Time to go down.
Those gnomes are the only real
Oh.
things that we've seen that could be
I said
trouble.
downtime.
Demetrius, what are you doing?
Alright. So I'll begin to set out some candles, some incense. I'll go ahead and set up a little altar, plucking a feather from one of my ravens, setting everything out, lighting the incense, and I'll begin to cast Commune.
Okay. One of your ravens hops down off your shoulder as the minute casting time completes, and it looks up at you. Actually,
Hello,
I'd say both do.
Oh, okay.
Both come down. And yeah, what would you like?
Hello, you two. I have questions that need answering. Or, at the very least, some sort of direction. Is proceeding on our current course towards the spire certain death or ill to befall us?
You asked two different things, just so you know.
Oh,
You
so,
asked about certain death, and you asked about ill for you. That's not what could
that's
be.
fair.
What
Yeah,
could be
that could-
ill is not always certain death. So you need.
If you want to count it as two questions, that's fine.
Certain death. What are your ravens' names again? Is it Rugen and Moonin?
Hell, certain.
It'd help if they were yes and no.
You wheel and well.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Wheel and woe.
You doing that?
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
The one named Woe just always has a joint hanging out of his mouth and sunglasses on.
Whoa.
Woe, to certain death, Woe shakes its head no. But
Alright.
to it will ill befall you. They both kind of don't totally react. They kind of just hop around and think for a moment, and it's just like it seems to be an unclear answer.
I I see. I sort of snap out for a second and say, it is not certain death, and it is not necessarily bad.
Yes. Okay. So this is like Mike asking: is it meta for us to realize that our minds have been tricked before?
No,
and to say,
you
like,
can.
Ask if this is like a real effect of our own feeling, or if it is someone else.
One of the weaknesses of having your mind constantly fucked with, and specifically this ability, is that you are aware when it's happening. And as long as there's evidence that contradicts what you learn, you can choose to ignore it. Yes.
Cool. All right. So I tell Father, ask if we are being affected by something. This feeling.
Then my final question is, are our minds being affected are our minds being affected in by our enemies?
I forgot that ravens can actually talk too, so I suppose will just be like, yes. Because they do talk. It's horrifying. Go look up a talking raven. It's the scariest fucking thing.
Ravens are really fucking cool.
You get why Poe lost his fucking mind. He was not having it.
Then thank you, my friends. And I'll go ahead and just wave my hands, and the candles go out as the incense.
They fly back up to your shoulders. Just.
Our minds are not our own currently.
Ah, yes.
Without the rings of mind shielding, there's nothing we can do. So
we soldier on.
But if we soldier on, doesn't are there penalties to ignoring these demands?
Yes.
What there's no demand. It just
won't Kenneth and his family be injured if we disobey these orders?
Well, do we know all that?
You don't. All you know is that you don't know who's in danger. All you know that is basically.
I assumed it's our
all you know there's going to be some sort of consequences.
Are there consequences to ignoring these feelings, though?
You get cheese.
Wouldn't there be consequences to listening to these feelings?
I suppose I was just making sure we are all understood what we are undertaking by moving forward and ignoring these feelings. But I am down to continue if you are.
there are many reasons why it could be telling us not to go. It either doesn't want us to continue on, or, well, everything is uncertain.
Which is why I think it's a good idea to go find some more knowledge. So I think that we should continue on because we came all the way down here to do it.
All right. Does anyone oppose that?
Oh, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. Then let's carry on. And as we do, I don't know if this is gonna help. Hold on, where is it? Motivational speech.
These are
Up to 5 creatures, wisdom. Yeah, I'll cast motivational speech and telepathically up to 5 creatures. Who's bad at everything?
Yeah.
I mean-
Saves and all that? Yeah.
Yeah. Who's been rolling like crap today? All right, so let's do Aldous. Let's do Sook. Let's do Varus. We'll do.
That mustache, man! I fucking can't with you.
I'll do Sinrig, and then I'll do Joe. So as we start to go forward, you hear and see in your heads just steel yourselves, steel your mind. If we know that it's happening, maybe we'll have some sort of advantage against fighting it off. This is the best I can hope to do. And then you see as ravens sort of fly away and drench the ground in feathers.
Okay.
Y'all have 5 temporary hit points, advantage on wisdom saves. If you're hit by an attack, you have advantage against whatever made it.
Okay, wait.
Once you lose the temp hit points, you no longer have advantage on saving throws.
So it's on all saving throws?
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And then if somebody attacks you, you have advantage on your next attack against them?
Yes.
All right. With that, you all move forward. You climb, well, don't climb, but walk up the road as it kind of begins to slope up a bit. And as it does, you get up, and the ground begins to level out. And up above you, you see the ground does a harsh dip. Zook, this is new. This is something different. You all walk forward. And as you do, as you walk forward, you begin to hear sounds. It's the first thing you hear. Ching, 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 ching. Just a lot of this sound of metal hitting rock. And
they call it a mine.
A mine.
You approach.
Everybody down.
And you approach the edge and look down, and you see a sharp slope all around the base of the spire. And you see hundreds of people, humans, elves, dwarves, especially a lot of dwarves, all just mining, just chipping away rock as the slopes go down into like a kind of crater at the bottom of this spire.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Shadows envelop all of you. Go ahead and roll stealth checks, everyone.
All right, let's do it to it.
It's a plus 10.
My stealth check would have been better, but I couldn't help myself. Hi ho!
Cool.
Okay. What did everyone get?
35.
35?
16.
16?
29.
29? Zane?
Oh, baby. I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22.
All right.
You get a 32, though, because you had 10, right?
Senna had 25, by the way.
Senna 25. Grimald?
20.
All right. Varus?
That's with Pass Without a Trace?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 21.
Okay. Zook?
29.
29. Demetrius?
29.
Crit fail.
Okay. What is that altogether?
11.
Okay. You're gonna have to forgive me on this
We're
one.
gonna get you a ring for that. That's what you need a fucking ring for.
I didn't go
A ring of shut the fuck up.
I didn't go in order here, so just do me a favor and put your hand to the camera so I can see if you got 26 or lower. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I see 4. Okay. You all, the rest of you kind of keeping everyone down, look to the edge, and you see as everything is mining as everyone is mining around this area, chipping away, going deeper and deeper. A large concentration of the people working on it are working toward the bottom of the spire, toward the bottom of this large pillar, which you all recognize is the shaft, the elevator shaft that led you down to Olgaroth's chamber. And they're all just kind of chipping away, and you see pieces of what appear to be even older buildings underneath these buildings that you currently are standing around. There's wood platforms built along the slopes, and looking around, I'd say, Sinrig, with your passive perception, just right off the bat, looking around, you see these purple, tentacled octopus head creatures in large cloaks.
I have news.
With the symbol of the church on their chest, walking around, just kind of overseeing. Some of them are carrying whips. Others are carrying what appear to be stacks of various artifacts and things, just kind of looking through them. You see they're all just kind of overseeing and watching, and you watch as one dwarf slips, and at that point you see the one of the creatures, which I don't believe you've actually encountered at this point, she grabs the whip and whips it over to the dwarf, wrapping around his neck, and it pulls him up. And you see the dwarf just kind of like gets back to its feet, and he shakes it, and the whip loosens around it, and the dwarf grabs the pickaxe and just keeps going. What do we do?
Back up. We need to go.
Not a good place to be.
Did we catch what they were mining at all?
Roll a perception check.
We start to leave as we look this last little bit.
Come on, baby. No.
Can we all make checks?
7. I can't quite make out what they're mining. Can any of you see?
Yeah, I got a 26.
Quick perception check, and then we're out of here.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Vars, what'd you get?
I got a 22.
22, great. Demetrius? Garmel's 23, great. You guys are doing really well. Demetrius?
Perception is 23.
All right, so that's a lot of good rolls. I'm, you guys cover this. I don't know if anyone else was rolling it, but they covered it. Looking around, you actually notice as one of them just kind of like chips, and you hear like a sound, and you see it just kind of like very carefully is like looking around, brushing stuff off, and it takes this like what appears to be this pot out, and it takes it up to the to one of the platforms where you see this creature, and it hands it up to it, and the creature reaches down and grabs it, and the human just walks back to the spot where it was working, picks up the pickaxe, and keeps going. And the creature begins to kind of examine the pot for a little bit and looks it over. You see its hand kind of glows as it casts something on it, and then as it seems to not find anything it's interested in, smashes it into the ground and keeps going.
Can I make a perception check?
If you're staying, I need everyone who's staying. I need you to roll more stealth checks. You've been staying a little bit too long.
I want to stay for just a second. I want to.
Okay. So Sinrig's staying. Is anyone else staying with him?
I can stay with him.
All right. Sinrig, Grimold, Joe. Anyone else?
And Zook.
And Zook. All of you roll stealth. Oh, and Vars.
And Cinna's obviously.
And Cinna. All right. So everyone except Demetrius, Aldous, and Zane, go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna back away, yeah, as well.
24 for me.
You still have Pass Without a Trace, remember, as well.
Hey.
So 24 for Zook.
Got another 29.
Okay, great. Just shout him out. It's all good.
33 for Sinreg and 28 for Cinna.
Okay.
14 for Vars.
With Pass Without a Trace? Damn.
I rolled a 4.
And 22 for
Do not have
Mostly you're all okay.
I
Vars, you managed to slip for a moment, but Sinrig manages to catch the rock that's about to go tumbling down into the crater, and just kind of very carefully puts it up. What are you looking for, Sinrig?
Any signs of like moles. I'm looking for bats. I'm looking for bugs. I'm looking for creatures down here.
Roll a perception check.
Can Cinna help me?
Sure, I guess.
Okay, that's a dirty 30.
You do see a sign of animals down here, a sign of animal life. There's a big pile of dead ones just kind of off in the corner.
Of dead,
just dead
wildlife?
Animals, dead wildlife, dead creatures.
Oh, but nothing living?
Nothing living, none that you see. It seems that every time they encounter something, it's killed.
Okay, gotcha.
Just something that's in the way. Not useful to them.
They're obviously looking for something. We should go.
Yep, time to go.
Yeah.
All right. You all back away from the edge very quickly and quietly and getting away from it. One more stealth check, please.
All of us or the people?
Everyone as you move away.
Nice. We're rushing in on these stealth checks. Oh, your boy over here too.
Finally, Jesus.
I am the knight.
Same.
But I have these boots.
Did anyone get under a 16?
Cinna did.
Why do you even have to ask?
Demetrius and Cinna.
Is she rolling at 1?
Thankfully, most of you are okay and are able to keep Demetrius and Cinna quiet as you very quickly move away. Cinna and Demetrius, as you're walking, Demetrius, I'd say you go ahead and step on Cinna's tail as you're kind of like looking back, making sure you're not followed, and give her a good crunch as she just is about to like and Cedric, you grab her mouth and.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I love you. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Just leave her alone for a while. She needs some space, okay?
And you all get away from this scene.
I was gonna say you're gonna feel bad about that for days. But I think you encapsulated that perfectly. Oh my god, I'm such a monster. What have I done?
So with that, you all get to a point where you're distance enough away where you feel comfortable talking about this at this point, if you'd like.
Woof.
They're obviously looking for something. Zook, was all of that there the last time?
Oh, no. I think I would have mentioned that, right?
Oh, I just thought you were being quiet because you didn't want to get into a fight.
No, I mean, like, if there was a strip mine there, I would have certainly brought it up. Like, any time in the last months that we've been hanging out, that would have come up, I feel like.
Got it. So, they're obviously looking for something, right? He cast a spell. Did anybody recognize what spell he was casting on there?
Roll an Arcana check to remember.
Oh,
good.
I didn't think.
24.
He's casting Detect Magic on it.
Oh,
Just kidding. Detect Magic.
Okay, so they're looking for...
Or I'd say he was casting Identify on it. It was Identify.
Okay. He's Zook.
Yeah, I kind of have, I think, the same thought you got right now. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, my thought was, how does polymorph work?
I was way off. I should have known when I tried to get inside your head of all heads that there was no fucking way. How does polymorph work?
Tyler, always asking about polymorph.
Bad Sinrig. Sinrig bad.
No. Can you turn something into like a small like mole or a bat?
Yes, bad Sinrig, bad.
Why?
This is a bad idea.
Well, because I can look into its thoughts and mind, and then we can use it to scout.
Oh, Sinrig, I'll do it because I wanted. My curiosity is peaking. But you know what they say about what it did to the cat?
What?
It gave it
killed
answer.
it. It killed it. It
Stepped on its tail. Oh,
I was gonna say.
Okay, so polymorph. Let's see what I could turn you into. That is a burrow.
No, don't turn me into it.
Like pick up a rock and turn it into something.
Can't do that with polymorph.
Oh, you can't.
Only
it
only
has
true
to be
polymorph.
another creature.
Yep, true polymorph lets you do objects to creatures.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Gotcha,
turn
gotcha.
yourself or Cinna into.
Oh no! I wouldn't endanger Senna like that. No. You could turn me into something. I didn't think.
And then while while we're having this conversation, he's like, I wouldn't endanger Cinna like that. I just want to slowly like. Come here, you little shit! Come here! And I'm gonna polymorph him.
I love this so much. I love that Ben gets that face. That's my favorite thing.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
What am I missing? Am I missing? Listen.
It's expensive.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
That's a good point. So I'm trying to catch him. I'm like, come here, you little shit, and I can't do it. I was like, all right, Hedgewitch, and Hedgewitch's like, whoo, and then Hedgewitch just, I could just turn her into.
Yeah, there you go.
I did actually. Duker's become such a constant party that I haven't had to replace him yet, and so no, the price of him hadn't really set in.
Yes.
Hedgewitch
I
turns.
was like, if this fucks up, it's going to be a very expensive replacement.
He's a critical part of the team. He's one of the caballeros.
Okay.
We need to get him a beret.
Bat, cat, crab, frog, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous snake, fish, rat, raven, seahorse, spider, or weasel. I'm leaning weasel.
Weasel.
I know the spider.
I was thinking, or a poisonous snake or something, because they might not want to go buy it right away.
Well, or like an octopus. Maybe they'd be like,
what the fuck is that?
Just like, what did you find? Tell me!
What's up, Joe?
I think that we're like missing a crucial part of what we just saw. What the fuck were those things that were whipping people?
Oh yeah, what those?
Oh, you don't know those?
Aldous, you recognize them.
Those are illithid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are like the illithid.
Yeah, and it looked like they were aligned with the church, which is also bad, you know.
Didn't we already know that?
Well, yes.
Okay, and so the illithid are searching for something down here.
Yes, most likely
probably something for what's his name, right? Because what's his name probably controls them.
Yes. Well, he can't control. Well, I don't know. The
If-
illithid are pretty
if-
hard to control.
If he's an older brain.
If he is, then yes, he is the hive mind. He is the one in charge.
Then
yes.
he is the illithid. He is not like.
What?
Like he's not controlling them. He like is them.
hive mind.
Mind flayers. While mind flayers do have an extent of their own identity, it's only to the point of distinction for orders. They use we instead of I.
Why was my thing wrong?
You said he was controlling them.
He technically does, right? Because they're all a part of him.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's semantics at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, I was like, why are we arguing about
It's-
this?
No, I thought you misunderstood, but you just said it in a different way than I thought about it.
Which is allowed.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So.
No, it's not. It's my way or the highway.
You are going to transform her into
a spider.
Okay. And so you do. You use the ingredients in your cauldron, brewing up a new familiar spell. Go ahead and mark those components off.
Mm-hmm.
And you take Hedwig, who's an owl, and just kind of dip her into the cauldron. And pull her out by the legs, and suddenly
she's just upside down, holding her by her feet, just
dip her into the cauldron, pull her out, and then open up your hand, and there's now a spider in your hand.
We'll get a closer look. And it just
kind of it puts up its middle leg and heads off.
Yeah.
There's only 4 on each side. Anyway, so
Oh wait, I'm gonna give it enhance ability so it has advantage on stealth checks.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those hide in plain sight things, but I appreciate.
They were killing just creatures that were going into the area.
It's not like it's a. You don't know. Anyway, it's a spider. It's gonna take its time to get there, and then it's gonna take its time to crawl down there. Just so you know, it's not all right. So the spider, as you all kind of hang back and hang out, it's within
How
range.
long does pass without a trace last?
An hour, I believe.
An hour, yeah.
Okay.
As you hang out at the edge of your area that you feel is safe, you watch the spider just kind of climbs up and out of sight, and you wait, and you can watch for 100 feet or so, but after 100 feet, the spider will go out of range. And at that point, it's just a waiting game.
Oh, I guess I should have.
So, should we try to make some guesses about what's going on there?
Wow.
I think they're looking for. They're probably trying to do the same thing we are.
Point of order. What is Hedwig's objective here?
To get kind of a closer look at the the piles of were they okay? So he took that object and identified magic or identify magic or whatever, and then he discarded it. Did they have like a pile of discard?
Not really. It just kind of brushed it into the rubble. But there
Okay,
there was a pile of things that they kept that they were looking at.
Yeah, that's what I was working towards. So that the stuff that they weren't discarding is what I want Hedwig to get a closer look at, and then also if she can get like a better look at the bottom of kind of like what was going on at the bottom of the mine.
Okay. You sit and you wait and you wait and you wait. 1 hour passes.
I'll probably hold on, let me see if this is invisible. No, it's not invisible. Never mind. I was gonna do Lehman's tiny hut, but it.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything within the hour?
Everybody can attune to their shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and attune if you'd like. Stop.
Otherwise, all this might. I think I'm gonna spend some sorcery points to regain some spells.
Stop me as I'm counting. If anyone has anything they want to do besides regain spells or attune, go ahead and you can go ahead and attune to anything that you got. So you mark that down. And then moving on, 2 hours pass. 3, 4 hours. So you all sit.
You think she's dead?
I don't know if I can know that.
Does it say? Let's see. Find familiar. You're not concentrating on it.
Right.
As an action, you can temporarily dismiss your familiar. You can, as an action, you can cause it to reappear within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
I definitely should have used that several times in the past. Oops.
Would you like to do that within 4 hours?
Okay, so Aldous, you asked, like, do you think she's dead?
I asked after 4 hours, is it dead?
How long are we willing to wait? Because I could bring her back, if she's alive.
It was gonna take her some time to really get anywhere that we hadn't seen, right?
How can I make a check to estimate how long it would take a spider to get there? And
I'd like to make a guesstimation roll.
Nature, I guess.
I can do a nature check.
Do it, baby.
I rolled like hot ass.
But I gave you the idea. So.
We're like discussing with a lot, like the.
if a spider leaves our camp at this time,
it's fucking
the airspeed of a eastern swallow.
So
yeah.
It's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Anyone else? This is just Senrig.
I rolled like kakapupu.
I rolled worse than that. I rolled worse than Kaka.
20?
So.
Nature is not my forte.
Oh, I know spiders.
Probably anywhere within, depending on what, it depends on what her objective is, first of all. Like, you know her objective, yes, but how far is she gonna go to complete it is the big thing.
She leaves no mission uncompleted. She's a professional.
knowing where things were, knowing where you saw the things, knowing that she saw the same things you saw, the distance that would take, the amount of rubble she has to clear, the spider would probably take upwards of 8 hours.
Oh, she's not even there yet, man.
Well, 8 hours there and back, you'd probably guess.
Oh, so she probably just got there. So, maybe give her a little more time before calling her back. Yeah.
That's fine with me because I feel like our plan was to get answers, and so if she can get some.
Yeah, that's why I sent her. I didn't come here to just turn around.
Let's do it.
But so talking about what they're looking for, depending on what she sees, if she sees like a lot of objects, then I don't know what their objective is. If they're collecting a lot of objects, I don't know what it is their objective is. However, if they're discarding a bunch of objects and none of them seem to, like they're looking for one thing, I have an idea about what that one thing might be.
Yeah, what's that?
Come on. Come on.
The tablet? Is that what you're talking about?
The tablet, Joe.
Yeah, okay, so here's my question. I guess I'm still confused. Didn't you say you destroyed it?
No.
What?
I didn't say that.
But you brought it back with you.
Yeah,
I did. I brought it back, and Kellen bad touched, and then I completed delivery because the people who wanted it delivered will break my fucking kneecaps if I didn't.
Where did you deliver it to?
To the not the reclaimers. What the fuck are they called?
Seekers, who
Legacy Seekers.
Who later became the Church of Abraham.
But why would they be looking for it down here if you already gave it to them?
So that means they're not looking for it.
There's something else, yeah.
I don't know. Listen, I was a working man. I had mouths to feed.
No, I'm not judging you. That's totally. How would you know that this would have been like an artifact that would change the entire outlook of our futures? You couldn't have possibly.
I had a good feeling, though.
Is there anything you remember about it? Like,
Maybe
looking back now with all the information we have.
Yeah,
you know
plenty.
what I mean?
I remember most everything about it.
Wasn't there more?
Oh, Tyler, I don't remember a fucking thing.
Maybe they're looking for more of it. Maybe it's part of a set of like 10, and there are things we shouldn't be doing.
Could be.
Like the commandments?
Yeah.
Or it's like a piece. Oh, god damn it.
That is the bit.
Fuck you.
Hey, they are a religion, so.
Maybe it's like a whole galaxy, right? You said it was a tablet. Maybe it was Samsung.
Okay, well,
when I get
you're
power
gonna...
word kill, so fucking help me.
I think we should just stop forever.
This is not your house anymore. Leave.
Oh, I didn't think I could possibly feel worse. You intensified my hangover somehow. So I'll call it like, do you guys want to just like chalk it up to a long rest and then I'll bring her back?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we've been chilling for 4 hours. If we just go 4 more, that's...
Yeah.
Keep some watches, yeah.
Sure.
Are we in a good place to like kind of make a little temporary camp? Are we in like
I mean, I can make Lehman's tiny hut. I was just kind of concerned. It's not invisible. It's opaque.
Yeah, so if we find somewhere that we could kind of hide it or something.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was.
let's look for. Can we roll like a survival check to look for a good place to put it?
Yeah.
Hideout.
For the hideout? For the
I
Williams
can
tiny
do
hut?
that.
To like find it, to find a suitable spot that would be harder to get.
Give us some cover, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, a perception check is enough for that.
Hey, I'm bad at those, so do someone else do it.
What'd you get tonight?
That's a
27.
27?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You're able to kind of get off the road a little bit, get a little bit of cover.
Get off the
Is someone gonna
road!
stay where she can find you when you're done? When she's done? If she's done?
Well, if she goes to where she left us, I'll be able to pick up on her from 100 feet.
Okay, so a safe spot within 100 feet. Very easy to do. Just because things are cleared and cleaned around here doesn't mean it's still not a bunch of rocks and rubble. So you move off the road a little bit, set up Blumen's tiny hut to give you all some shelter, give you a place to rest for the night. 5 hours pass. 6 hours. 7 hours. Get a little ping in your head, Zook. As you see, kind of looking over to the road, you see a little spider just kind of crawling along the road. Just
I'm a happy dog. I'm happy.
just looks around. She's like, "What the fuck? Where did he go?"
Come in for approach.
Just crawls over.
Press for a flyover.
Let's see. Let me read this here.
I can't tell you how pleased and or shocked I am that you're alive.
I feel like a spider when they're down here and it's kind of just like dark. It's probably really hard.
Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. This is fun.
Now I don't want to do it.
You can always
cast speak with animals.
And you get after you say that you hear anger, Zook. Like after you say pleased and surprised that she's alive, she's just like
Danger, Will Robinson.
I want to.
Okay, I'm gonna download, guys. If you just give me a minute.
Wait! Don't download anything.
Okay.
Check her first. They may have put a tadpole in her.
A what?
The thing they make up.
She turns around and holds her two legs up like this.
Okay, I have two responses to that. Aren't the tadpoles bigger than her?
You telepathically see a size comparison between the tadpoles she has seen and her as a spider.
And the second one would have been, don't we have tadpoles in us?
No.
That's true, I guess.
No.
Go ahead.
No, you don't have tadpoles in you. You're just psychic.
Oh.
You are
We're
psychic.
under the influence.
I'm just making sure they didn't catch her and send a spy back to find us.
Wait a minute. Zook, do you have a tadpole?
No.
No.
One of you very well could. I could have given it to you outside of session.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just making sure that like they don't have control of her mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna take that risk.
I like it. Do it.
Fuck off.
Whatever. Just do it. Who cares?
So, you begin getting feedback, telepathic images of things she's seen, memories. You see her crawling along the rocks. You see her crawling between people's legs, just crawling through rubble. You see a pretty cool shot of her like sticking a web to a piece of rock and then like jumping and like clearing like a good like 200 feet. Pretty good shot there. And you see her make her way first to the bottom of the spire, which is the easiest for her to get to. You see, it doesn't look like they're specifically digging down. They're just looking for things. This is just the way that it's all going, the way that it's made its way. There's not a lot down there. As she looks around, most of like the old rubble that they're finding is not down there, and there's not a lot of miners down there either. They're mostly further up at this point.
They're like 21 and over, so
like. Suddenly a gecko comes by and eats the spider.
No.
So she continues to show you as she climbs back up, remembering where one of those platforms was with the stack of items that they had found. And she climbs up a wooden wall and just kind of pokes her head over. And you see a mind flayer. Arms crossed, tentacles just kind of one wrapped around its head, the other three just kind of hanging there, as it's kind of like itching its head. You see a woman. White hair. I believe a human. Yes, a human woman. White hair, tan skin, very, very wrinkled. Very, very wrinkled. She has a tattoo of an eye on her forehead. And she wears these like blue robes with white swirls, and of course the symbol of Abraham on her chest, as she is looking over some of the items. You don't hear one side of the conversation, as one side of the conversation appears to be in her mind. But you do hear her responses. Clearly, being an older woman not used to telepathically communicating. Zook, you recognize her as she turns around.
Oh, don't do it.
I don't think I'm going to, because
Okay.
I don't think you've done this much research. But you would recognize her from your past. She's called Primero. She's the former leader of the Legacy Seekers.
Okay.
Before they became the Church, in fact. I don't know who you thought it was going to be.
Don't worry about it. I don't need to give you ideas.
You've known her and remember her even before Abraham became like a god of the city. This bitch was a zealot. She was nuts. She was, in the early days, she had advocated for abolishment of all sin, from prostitution to alcohol to all sorts of nonsense. She is a true Margaret Thatcher in just about every way. And she is here speaking. You see, she looks and she goes, "None of these things are useful, you know. It looks like the tablet. No! Look." And she goes to show the thing, and you see she's holding her up. She goes, "This is Undercommon," and she tosses it and smashes. She goes, "This is Dwarven," and she tosses it and smashes. She goes, This is Elvish. I don't even know how this got down here." She tosses it and smashes it. She goes, "We're looking for a language that's codified. Something that when you touch, it psionically reacts to you. Something that you should possibly be able to understand." And it just kind of tilts its head toward her. And she goes, "I liked it better when you weren't, when you didn't have a tadpole in your head, just so you're aware." And she goes back and continues to work. They work in silence for a moment, and she kind of like, Hedwig climbs up the wood and along the wall to kind of like get a better look at what she's looking through. And I'm trying to think of how much I want to give you in this moment. But she passed all her rolls. At a certain point, she looks up. She goes, "You need to tell them to stop grabbing anything from a language they recognize. Nothing that when if they touch it and it doesn't fry their brain, we don't want it. We want something that sends them somewhere else. That is the only way we could possibly be prepared for what is to come. I do not care about your empire. I care about my God's will. And my God wants the other half of the fucking tablet!" And she slams something down and walks off at this point.
Okay, everybody, buckle your fucking seatbelts for this one. And I recount.
Most of it written down.
Yeah, and I recount all that. Woof. Here is a question. Let me find. Okay. That's only within 1,000 feet. Okay, that answers that question. Shit. All right, never mind.
Okay.
When she said, I missed the part. She said something about needing to be prepared. What did she say about that?
Help me out, gang. Because I was only thinking of information I need to convey, not words.
You said we need to be prepared for what is to come.
Yeah, prepared
right?
for what is to come, yeah.
Okay.
Which we don't know what was to come, but.
But now we know that Kellen only touched one half of the tablet, and there's another half that they were looking for.
Sounds good to me. Sounds like we got at least a good amount of information that we wanted out of this trip. We got kind of the goal has been met, right?
Yeah, sounds like maybe we should
Get the fuck out.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe we should. Where is that other tablet? That she probably has it, doesn't she?
They're looking for it right now. Oh, the one.
No, the half that I delivered, she probably does have.
Yeah, probably down here with her.
I doubt that. I would imagine. not.
Is there anyone that
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna find out if it's down here.
Zook, by the way, did you mention that it was Primero?
Yeah. Oh.
Grimald, you would know who she is as well. You've encountered her before. She's not. While the Legacy Seekers mostly have migrated into the church, it has become a thing. She kind of stands that she is not the church. She is just more advocate and friend of the church. She likes her own kind of separate power, and VTO always kind of entertained her and allowed her to have her own sect. But she is basically the extremist radical side of the Church of Abraham, and that's saying something compared to who the Church of Abraham is.
Anybody have like locate object?
Yes, I'm literally about to cast it. So I use my Astromancy archive to cast locate object. So if the half of the tablet that I have seen. Hang on one second. Actually, I wonder if I can use it to find. I might be okay. I'll cast it once, and the half of the tablet that I have literally seen, held, touched, or not touched, but I would like to know if it's within 1,000 feet.
It is not.
Okay. I cast it again, and I just have to describe an object that is familiar to me. So can I do the other half of it? Because it's like still the same object. It's just the other half of it.
Yes.
Okay. Is the other half within 1,000 feet of me?
Yes.
Shit. I was kind of hoping you'd say no.
So the tablet, the part they're looking for is around.
It's
They're
here.
close.
What? Yeah. Can I? So it tells me the direction.
Down.
Where it is.
If they want it, we should probably get it.
So did we get a long rest in?
Yes.
You didn't get a long rest in. No, it's been 7 hours, and you guys set up the hut.
I found
around,
that reacting.
You set up the
Is that a
hut.
good idea?
You set up the hut around 5 hours in, so you guys are just hanging out right now.
Okay.
This is still day 2.
Well then.
For the record, I want to finish with Zook's spell. Zook, down and back toward the crater.
Okay.
Sinrig was gonna say something though.
I'm asking because I can re-prepare my spell and I can get meld into stone, and I could maybe travel through the stone and the rock to try to get to it.
What the fuck? Yeah.
You're just like.
I haven't used this spell before, but I need to. So I
You're
need to remind
swimming
myself.
through stone.
Wouldn't you have to pick it up then?
I don't know.
Well, you just wrap it in something. That's how yeah.
But you can't, like, I imagine the part of that spell is that he has to be holding whatever he also passes through stone, right? Has to be touching it. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see.
No, I bet you if it's not on his person. Does all his equipment come with him?
That's true.
If all of
That's
his
a good
equipment
question.
comes with him.
Oh wait, I don't think I can move through the stone. It's just going into it at a point, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't
Melding
know.
yourself and all the equipment you carry with the stone for the duration. Using your movement, you step into the stone at a point you can touch. Nothing of your presence remains visible or otherwise detectable by non-magical senses. While merged with the stone, you can't see what occurs outside. You can use your movement to leave the stone when you entered. Where you entered.
Yeah, so I can't go like through it.
So here's the thing. Yeah, I mean you could definitely travel through the stone. I would allow you to travel through the stone as much as you want, but it is a hole in the ice on the lake. You need to come back through that spot and only that spot.
But it
Which
lasts.
is cool,
Meld
though.
the stone lasts for 8 hours. And if it's only if it's within 1,000 feet, I can definitely cover 1,000 feet in 8 hours.
Can't tell him 1,000 cubic feet.
Or.
But can you find your way back?
Is it concentration?
Unless-
Just take.
It is
breadcrumbs
not a
and
concentration
use them in
spell
the
now.
stone.
Can you also cast locate person?
Can I cast locate
Or
person? No, but I
or-
can cast locate object.
There you go.
So
you
I
can get
could,
on the totem that you gave me.
and then I can come back up.
And I will stand. I will leave the totem like right
Wait,
there.
better idea. Give me the dream sword. You just cast it on the dream sword.
What do you all think?
I'm working on my way to get down there as well. Trying to find something that digs.
Yeah, we could also do an animal that has a burrowing speed like a badger.
Yeah,
or a mole,
I am
or-
not finding anything that has that listed. Where is that under speed?
It would be under. I could actually tell you exactly what it would be under. It would be under speed, and it's called. You're looking for burrow.
Man, there is like nothing that has this.
I could summon beast, right?
You could summon a beast if you could find a beast that has burrow.
Well, I don't think this one. That's not how that spell works, though.
I don't know why I clicked crayfish. What was I?
Giant badger?
A giant badger, yeah, there you go.
Giant badger does indeed have burrow of 10 feet. Can move 10 feet around. That's 60 feet a minute. That is 60 feet a minute. Goes up to
20 feet around they can dash.
Huh?
20 feet around they can dash.
20 feet around. Thank you. So 20 feet around, 200 feet per minute. 200 times 60 equals 200 times 60.
12,000.
12,000 feet per hour. 12,000 divided by 5,280. It can move 2.27 miles per hour. Basically 12,000 feet in an hour. Yeah, I mean, it could probably make it there and back. Sure. 12,000 feet an hour? Wait, no. Yeah, that's 12,000 feet in an hour. Yeah. Sure.
Why do we need the burrowing creature? Aren't you just melding with stone?
Yeah, because I can just do that, and I have blind sense too, so I'll be able to sense what's around me as I'm moving through it all, right? So.
Is there a way for give one of the sending stones to Zook, and you take the other one? So if Zook needs to describe it to you, right? Because Zook knows.
I'll just
he has
describe it right
locate
now.
object. That's why it's good to have Zook, because he can guide you towards it.
Mm-hmm.
But the sending stones can only work once, though, right? They're not like a two-way radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just once a day.
Okay.
Yeah. How is Sinrig gonna find it?
Yeah, he
I
needs.
mean, we know it. You know the direction it's in, right? So I can just aim at that direction and just go through, and then with my blind sense, I can just feel.
But I think
around me, maybe.
I think what Zook is trying to do is because he can cast his spells through his. So I think he's trying, right? Seth, you're trying to get Hedwitch.
Oh no, it's gonna be me. I don't think Hedrich can turn into anything with a burrow speed.
Okay, yeah, because that's good. Because then he can literally point you in the right direction, so it doesn't take forever.
Sure. Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
I like it. Do it. Tear it up.
And then one of you guys should have a sending stone, and then we have a sending stone. So if there's like an emergency,
I gotta tell you, this Out of the Abyss book seems to have a lot of things that burrow, but I can't get it. Every time I'm like, ooh, that sounds like it would burrow, and then it's like, by the
why
book.
can't do a giant badger?
What? Oh no, I can. I was looking for something faster.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here, one sec. What's your CR limit?
11. I did. I sorted by. Oh, wait,
And
is there an
what
advan-
can you polymorph into?
Be any beast?
You reckon you could probably polymorph into one of those things you just saw earlier today? Dow?
It's got to be a beast, though, right?
Oh, it has to be a beast?
Yeah. You threw me for such a loop. I was like, what did we fight earlier?
Never mind, I'm thinking of shape change. My bad.
No, Oh, there we go. Burrow. Fuck, you could filter by burrow.
Yeah.
Great website, D&D Beyond. Hell yeah. Out of the Abyss! It's all Out of the Abyss!
What is it?
Cave Badger.
Cave Badger 5e. This is how you get around shit.
Riveting game. What's this monster can burrow? Viewers at home, if you find a monster that
burrow
faster than 10 feet,
speed's 15 feet.
That's the one. Cave badger. Fucking fire. That's 50% faster.
Alrighty. So Sinrig and
then-
Zook are going. Everyone else is staying?
Yeah, and I will literally say, okay, so when you guys are coming back, you have to come back to the one spot. The one spot
I
you
can
leave,
come back
will
forever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he has to come back. I will leave the totem that you gave me, Sinrig, literally on the spot that you go through and just locate that. It will be in the exact spot.
Wait,
Okay.
I am seeing one problem.
What's this?
Locate object is concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you can't polymorph and locate object.
Correct.
Correct.
Can you polymorph first and then do it? Or does polymorph have to be
they're
done?
both.
No, it's a concentration.
You can also
so-
describe it to Sinrig.
Yeah, I can
you
look
just-
it up.
Wait,
You locate object.
is the Earth walking only on self?
Hold on.
Because you could just
Yes,
do that.
it
to-
is a- Oh, no, that's
yeah, it
locate
is.
object.
It's just for me.
No, it's touch. Range is touch, not self.
Oh, so I could cast on both of us for 8 hours. Yeah, you want to go? So you want to just go with
Yes,
me,
do that.
walking through stone? All right, let me.
And then we'll still plan on doing I'll put the totem right where you guys go
switch
through.
around.
You will not be able to
What?
speak to each other well within the stone, just so you know.
Okay. Do
Well,
you have a way
that's-
around that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I will cast. Where's it at?
All the utility spells. I'm loving this.
Oh yeah, finally I get to fucking shine, baby. I ritual cast telepathic bond for 1 hour. We have me, Sinrig, and we'll go all the magic users because it's 8 people.
Honesty.
Get
Just
telepa-
Grimald and I over here, just like sup.
What's that? What's that, Seth? What's that, Seth?
So 8 creatures, so me, Sinrig, and 6 others are going to be able to psychically link each other for an hour. We can communicate telepathically any distance, except for other planes. But
Okay.
Trying to think of if there's any other spells I need to grab.
now, once we get it, exit's not a problem because then once we have it, I can turn into the giant cave badger then and get us out.
Okay. I mean, I think I'll still move faster than that. I don't know what's my speed when I'm melded into stone.
We'll
Then?
call it your speed.
35 feet. So yeah.
So you can just grab Zook and go, honestly. All right. Then if that's the case...
Let me I'm just want to double check.
Wait, you have to. You guys have to rest first, though, right?
We have to finish a rest, yeah, because I need to switch my spells. I don't know about you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, you all go ahead and rest for the evening. Go ahead and
We're
mark.
gonna take watches though.
Who's watching with Dozer?
I'll watch first, or well,
Duker and Dozer.
Do not let me take a watch.
Okay.
Or just take it with
Duker, Hedgewitch, and Dozer.
All right. Through that, you guys should have it covered. And then Varus on 4 hours and Grimald on another 4 hours. Who's going first, boys?
I'll go first.
Okay, I'll go second.
Grimald goes first. Okay. You all go ahead and rest within the hut. Okay. After about 4 hours, Varus awakes. Merc leaves Grimald. Grimald heads off to meditate. And soon enough, you all begin to stir and awaken in the morning. You begin to prepare your spells for the day. Gaining a long rest. A little uncomfortable sleeping on the rocks, but no issues through the night. You'd estimate it's probably, there's no sun, but you'd probably estimate it's probably 4 or 5 a.m. You guys just kind of slept until your bodies woke you up. And now, as you all awaken, Sinrig and Zook prepare for the journey. You two... Sinrig, you cast Meld Through Stone on yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. I'm also gonna cast Long Strider at a second level on me and Zook. So we get a 10 foot extra movement speed just to speed up.
All right.
Do you want to go even faster?
Sure.
Oh, I can't cast it on other people. That's a bummer.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay. You probably save that for the last thing you do, since it only has an hour duration. And you gotta move at that point.
And then I gotta cast Meld into Stone twice.
Yep. And while you're casting the Meld into Stone, Zook is casting Telepathic Bond. You and 8 others, correct?
No, it's 8 total, I think.
8 total. So you, Demetrius, Sinrig, Varus, Aldous, Zane, and then since they're here, Joe and Grimold. Works. That's 8. So all of you can hear them. So.
Dozer too.
Dozer.
I'm just kidding.
Dozer's keeping watch. So you all finish up your Meld Through Stone. You finish up your Telepathic Bond. You cast Longstrider on yourself and on Zook.
I guess I'm just carrying you through, Zook, right? Because you're slower than me anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll just cast on myself.
You cast Longstrider on yourself, grab Zook, and you push your way into the stone. And you all watch as Sinrig sinks into it, melding into it, and begins to push forward. You don't really move your feet, Sinrig, as you move. You just kind of continue to meld deeper into the stone.
To put your totem
Yeah, I literally went like this.
Yep.
Put it right where he's.
Cool.
Joe places the totem, and Zook telepathically begins to communicate with Sinrig. You all can kind of hear this as they submerge into the stone.
Oh god, it's awful!
Zook with Locate Object cast, which I'm assuming you cast before you entered, of course. You begin to go the direction of where you're going.
I just tug on his fur and steer him.
Basically, you melded into the ground and then began to sink this way, sinking in and further in, traveling your speed. Check a calculator really quick.
Oh, it's a 45 movement speed right now.
That is 16 rounds. 16 times 6 is... Or 16 times 10. No. Yeah, 160 seconds, right? Yeah, 16 rounds, 160 seconds, so 2 minutes. Jeez, that's weird. A minute... I think that's right. I think it's about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. You feel yourself meld deeper and deeper and deeper until finally, Zook continuing to telepathically direct you, Sinrig, you hit a... You can't go any further.
Can I, with my blind sense, can I kind of get an idea of shape?
There's open space in a dome, like a convex situation for you, or concave for you. There's an open space just in front of you.
But I can't go into that space with the spell, correct?
You cannot exit seamlessly. You can only exit through this seamlessly through the spot that you had.
Okay.
Can I cast Pass Wall and put us through there?
Yeah, Ben, can he cast Pass Wall and get us through there?
I have are we still able to communicate with them?
Yes, you can communicate with them.
Okay. If you guys describe what you see, which I hope you do, I might say,
you can't see anything. It's awful.
They can't
see.
see.
Well, what he senses. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that Olgaroth's layer that you're running into?
Oh, I'll cast Detect Magic.
What are you trying to detect? It's 30 feet, right?
Yeah, just what's on the other side of this, what's in here? What's
Nothing magical on the other side. It's 30 feet
okay.
range.
But yeah, so I cast Pass Wall.
Yeah.
Passage appears.
Hang on.
Stone surface.
Hang on.
Hang on.
It is verbal and somatic in material, but we've established that if you have telepathy, you can use telepathy for verbal. Material is a pinch of sesame seeds, so you just need your components and you have your equipment. A passage. So I guess you were going. Okay, so I need you to understand this. It can happen. You can do this. You're going to take damage from this. Because, and I quote. One moment. I have to quote.
Because of how Meld the Stone works.
Minor physical damage to the stone doesn't harm you, but its partial destruction or a change in shape to the extent that you no longer fit within it expels you and deals 66 bludgeoning damage to you.
I think we need to do that. We can handle that.
Yeah, you got. I'm like, I am absolutely not agreeing with Sinri. I'm like, yeah. Hey, you got some fucking good berries, right?
just send me down. I can get it.
No. You're not leaving me in here. I fucking hate this.
Yeah, you guys
have so
potions.
many potions too. You have a lot of potions.
Yeah.
Remember?
But so if you're afraid of taking the damage, I can.
I'm not afraid of anything. Let's do it. Pass wall.
How do you? Okay, you're not gonna be able to get back.
I can get back.
Okay.
No problem.
You cast Pass Wall. Oh boy.
Wait, so is this gonna drop the Meld into Stone spell?
Yes, the spell will end.
It's fine.
I can only cast Meld into Stone one more time, so you're gonna have to polymorph to get back.
Fine.
Just so you know, okay?
Okay.
I will be fine.
Okay.
You will have problems.
So,
I think we're both about to have some problems. What have we done?
Senrig, you are going to
like
take
it.
16 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Hey, Father, do I still have those 5 temp or is that gone?
That's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, it was only for an hour.
Zook, you take 25 bludgeoning damage.
Big fucking ouch.
As you cast Pass Wall, and you watch Sinrig and Zook as the wall that currently surrounds you, the the dark space that you're in suddenly opens up and just boom, like a bubble popping, and you feel yourselves rush out as you are thrown forward, and you realize you were at the ceiling.
Featherfall.
Well, you have water below you as well. But
Yeah,
if you'd like to, that's fine. Zook casts Featherfall on himself as a reaction as Senreg, you. Oh!
It gets Sinrig too. It gets.
Oh, you can get multiple people. Okay, so you
Yeah.
both float down gently. Can you move directions as you glide?
No, not unless you have a fly
so
speed.
you very gently fall into the water.
Get out of the water! Get out of the water!
Well, no. Yeah, I wasn't gonna. So the Featherfall was to stop me from going quickly into the water, so I had time to cast another spell.
Which was?
Yeah. I wanted to cast Polymorph. I was trying to slow myself because I figure I can't cast a spell.
What are you casting? What are you turning into?
Bird.
A bird.
Some kind of bird.
So, I'll let you turn into some kind of bird as Sinrig, you float gently down into the water.
Well, I'm taking him with me.
Are you turning into a big enough bird?
Well, I was hoping.
What's the bird? We're running out of time, so what's the bird?
I gotta beast search, get rid of the stupid burrow filter.
Turn into a rock.
I think it's
A
the
rock!
I believe a rock is a monstrosity.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yes.
Pterodactyl.
A big ass eagle.
Yeah, pterodactyl's probably one of them.
Only turn into dinosaurs.
Sperm whale, no.
Yeah, they flew. useful. So use the water as a sperm
Hitchhiker's
whale.
Guide to the Galaxy
Oh,
style.
please let belly flop as a sperm whale into the water.
How about I'm just gonna help you.
And then
A
Cynric
giant
probably morphs into a
giant
plant.
owl.
That'll probably work.
All right. A giant owl. Go ahead and roll a strength check. Cynric is quite heavy.
Oh, goddamn you, cow!
It's like,
I got a
I mean, they
Okay,
haven't found a tablet yet, so they might not be this close.
5e giant owl. What?
Your strength is +1.
Okay. Well, hold on.
He's floating.
He's lighter.
Yep.
He is
the
lighter.
DC's lower as a result.
Okay, 9.
It's not that low. You're like flapping up, trying to just kind of hold him as he's just slowly gliding down. Cynric, you kind of feel your feet dip into the water, and
You just push him
very
to the
very slowly lower yourself into the water as
Listen, help yourself. Fuck.
fly up, up and out. Cynric, as you lower yourself into the water, the ripples just kind of ripple out in this water. And you hear...
My guy, get out of the fucking water.
You hear... Hey! You hear... Hello. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
So...
What did you do?
We are going...
This is a group consensus. Everyone agrees that this is a super good idea.
I think it's a great idea. I still think it's a great idea.
Thank you for the follow, Golden Griff. All right. So we were going to pick this up next Sunday, right here, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Appreciate the watch, the views, and appreciate you joining us. This is a big one next week. You're not going to want to miss this because I'm definitely going to kill a cow. So...
Because I'm going to summon a cow.
All right. So we will pick that up next week. What lurks in the water underneath the Underdark? We are going to find out. I wonder what you guys have a feeling, but I'm not going to say shit. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, don't forget, Sundays are for D&D. Good night.